have been
button.
pushed.
I've
Things
already
not
said-
legal for Twitch. Anyway.
Press the button. That's not legal on Twitch. I'm sorry.
First button pressing is legal on Twitch. You do it to play video games all the time.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
it.
GG button.
And people push the buttons of streamers all the time.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was
Oh
going
yeah,
for.
they do.
If button pressing was banned in Twitch, we'd be so screwed.
We'd be very bad.
Wii games only, but you can't activate the game on.
You're not allowed to press A or B, and it is on a Wii game only.
Is it movement controls only?
The Pokemon League, I mean, is going well. I'm
Oh, nice.
still, yeah. My second to last match is on Sunday. It got rescheduled,
Mhm.
and if I win that match, then for my final match, I'm competing for first place, going into the final four.
Nice.
So I'm doing well.
Cool.
I'm amazed I'm doing well. I don't know how, but it's very fun. I went in expecting to lose every match, and so far I have lost one match and destroyed nearly everybody else. So
Nice. And I've been playing Dungeon 4. As I was playing before this. And luckily decided to stop after that round. Otherwise I'd be playing still to 7 o'clock trying to finish off
you'd
one.
only be an hour late. You'll be fine.
Oh.
I think you might have got the odd message
We went
before
from
that.
Damn it, Bob! Get the hell out of here!
we went from
It'll work.
we done 3 of the maps in 4 of the maps in 3 hours, and then it went to doing 2 maps in 3 hours, and then now it's went to it almost took 3 hours to do the last map.
Oh, just as a heads up, I was rolling abysmally, completely awfully in Pathfinder on Wednesday, so one of two things is going to happen. Is either we completely flip my luck, or we're doomed.
Luck will be flipped.
Yeah, one of the two.
I'm hoping it's a case of you've got all the bad rolls out.
One of the two. My fighter, for some
And,
reason, rolls really well on every nature check and can't roll a fortitude save. Despite him having by far the highest fortitude in the party.
I kind of figured that, despite the.
There's a check. I fail the check on a dice roll of, I think, an 8
Mm-hmm.
in
Oh
Pathfinder.
my god.
An 8 or less, I fail. Anything else, I pass. I have crit failed repeatedly on these rolls.
God damn. Well,
Alright,
Karma's gonna happen.
shall we get going? It's not like we have to wait out the clock or anything, and I might as well
No.
start doing mic checks actually during the timer.
Nah, we don't need. Yeah.
All right, let's get straight into it then. Welcome back episode. Welcome back episode.
Welcome back, episode.
Welcome
Yes.
back, episode.
Hello, episode.
Today's everyone is 82.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the number right.
Temporal Shenanigans Part 4. Our players and characters are still flung into the future, trying to unravel the mystery of what happened to Bastion, who blew it up, and are the players able to prevent it before they lose the major hub of humanity in the future.
Nope.
Mhm.
There's a good chance the point blew it up.
There's a good chance
Pointed
pointed. What up?
it. Pointed it.
Point always did. With that, let's jump into mic checks.
Just because I was
and
muted.
That's on you.
Con-
you gotta give me a
Click on the
sentence
muted
of
one.
what you remember, either about last session or the arc in general. Alvina, as per tradition, we start with you.
Howdy. What did I remember? What did we do last time? I remember the
I
ants.
remember
Ants.
nothing.
Ants! Giant murder ants, and I am
Yes.
the god of a small cloud of locusts. Also, we made yetis.
Mhm.
Past the gangsters.
We made pasta themed Yetis.
Oh. With the
Right,
days of future pasta.
We're gonna get really attached to these Yetis before they all die tragically.
Yeah.
Dr. Zormir.
I was leader of the party of the said Yetis, and we surprised the GM that badly at how strong Yetis are.
Yeah, the GM realized that Yetis are pretty good.
Because I was supposed to have a moral choice of which Yetis I saved, and they just turned around and mincemeated the bad guys.
Mulched the endemic out.
Right, the DM's
Almost
taking
one
note
shot
of
is
this.
done.
Yeah.
The DM will remember this for the next encounter.
It's fine.
Next time it's 2 Driders.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Except it's Umber.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 Driders and a Trask.
Otherwise, there's a goblin that's gotten old enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Playing Pasta Boys. Yeah, that's as much as I can remember from last week.
See, they didn't care about their part of the story. They're invested in the past boys now.
Look, we're doing our normal thing. We're investigating stuff. We're being a problem. The past is a new vibe.
I mean, fuck you was looting. That's his just normal stance. So, yeah.
Yeah. Standard state of being.
Yeah.
That's fair. Gwent.
Oh, like I said, a little bit of investigating, mostly Yeti stuff, but there was a hive mind that I may or may not have got fuck you to blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fuck you's new plan, is blowing up this hive brain. Whatever that is.
There may have been some slight confusion there.
Yeah, I really chose the wrong person to speak to, but you know, still.
You did.
You really did.
It's okay. They're not our friends yet. It's fine.
Lugrim
I
the
don't know, friends
Crazy?
anymore.
Question mark.
What?
Lou's on his...
That's what I
Because
got.
Lou's so lonely, he's on his own now.
Oh yeah, we still haven't found you.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
Lou going crazy yet? Who knows?
Hmm?
He doesn't know when he is. He knows
Lou, it
where
turns
he
out
is.
Lou has been left for 15 minutes or to his own devices, and he's reverted to a caveman.
Lou found out the hard way of that's not a trampoline.
Oh yeah, ropes hurt when you face plant on them from 30 feet up.
A little bit.
And that's about all we know about him returning. And that was as far as we got with Lou's part of it. But he found underground netting, milled around there because it was nice and comfortable for himself.
The important thing is I found the netting.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how I found it.
By jumping into lava.
Well, I should say the important thing is I landed on the netting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, if you missed. There was
And
a
we-
chance.
this-
There was a chance.
we never find out what happened to Lou.
All right, and connecting the dot, connecting the point.
Connecting the dot.
Made some very interesting discoveries. Like about the positioning of the bombs and how much Arcanite was required. I've got a unhinged conspiracy theory.
Mhm.
That's
Might
about
be
it.
right.
Also,
Might
I
be
was a
right.
very fuzzy Yeti.
You were a very fuzzy day.
Yeah, yes.
One second, I just need to grab something.
Yetis.
There are models for the Yetis now. I did.
Yeah,
tease this on
that
stream.
is what I spent most of last
Oh
session
my
doing,
God.
just in the background making the Yetis.
Yeah. I did
And they are really
tease-
cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
it was.
tease like earlier in the week. It's like make sure you watch Alterra this week because the Yetis have models and you get to see them this week in theory.
No, I actually forgot to do that. One second, I'm gonna have to go do that too.
Here we go.
This is something else entirely different. Where the hell are those? Did I download those already? I actually can't remember if I already downloaded. I don't think
So
I
And
did.
it,
also-
it,
Oh,
ga-
no.
it gave me time to get the commune with nature spell like text stuff because I just looked at the chat. It's like, oh yeah, I was doing that last time.
Also, the characters might have not leveled up, but Bob has leveled up as well. He's now level 39.
Old.
Fuck off.
You knew I was gonna say it. You knew
mean-
I was gonna say it.
Yeah, Wolfie is the
Yeah, and you know
youngest.
I'm the
of us.
oldest.
I'm,
Here.
pretty,
Yeah.
I'm about 99% sure I'm the youngest. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, how old are you?
Despite sharing the same
27.
birthday.
I'm 27.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Right. When
Month.
were you 27?
July.
October.
Yeah,
I'm the
I was
youngest.
October.
Ah, Ali's the youngest. Fair.
Yay! I was like, I'm 99% sure. I'm pretty sure Ali's about my age as well. If I'd
Mhm, I
known
knew
we
you
were-
were
Yeah.
around the same age, but I wasn't sure which
Yeah.
one was you.
I am a couple of months older.
Yes.
Oh no, we found someone younger than Wolfie. No.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, in a lot
And
of
the
people
youth of the party.
in,
And,
in a lot of people I talk to, I am usually like the second youngest nowadays. Like I found that I've reached that age group where I'm the second youngest in most situations, not the youngest.
The youth.
Yep. It's fine. I am one of the youngest, but I look like one of the oldest usually. So
and we're not going to tell you why.
it's on screen. Like the baldness is on screen.
Ah, no. It's
At
revealed
least
the
it- yeah.
secrets.
No,
At least
it's
it's
the
on
beard
your
though.
screen.
Beard.
The beard also. The bald head and beard. They go. Oh, you're in your 40s, right? No. At the time, I think I was 21 when I got asked that.
It's just
Yeah.
if you met him on field, you'd never know unless he actually take the hat off, which he doesn't.
I don't take my hat off. Why do you think?
I know
Just
why.
that sunburn head.
Honestly, I get heat stroke. It's one of the main reasons, but
Good enough a
I
reason.
like my cowboy hat.
Yeah, and it is your character, even though your character is a fucking
Monster.
monster. and
Monster
giant.
is the good description of it. Just...
You had a crew of fucking monsters and dwarves and everything.
Monsters, dwarves, pirates, abominations,
Oh my.
random creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just this party.
Yeah. Why do you think it works? And I'm so used to it.
And his ship's even more monstrous than mine.
Yeah.
He's basically his.
Yeah, but what about the island ship we stole?
Yes.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is the exact
Oh yeah.
thing
That's
we're-
what I need to do this session was go and see if that's still there.
Our island ship is the equivalent of the Fang's boat,
The Iron Fang.
the Iron Fang. It's just
Considered a
carried.
city in the rules of the game. This ship is considered a city.
Carried by a sea serpent.
Yeah. By Sally. She's adorable.
Yes.
Disregard the fact that she eats people I don't like. And
Yes.
sometimes people I like.
I mean, that's
Honestly,
a good
just,
quality.
if they just get in the water and it's not me, there's a decent odds they'll just
Well,
get.
she just saves us from dealing with the actual law. Because
How do we get out of paying taxes in the game? Well, we're not in anyone's like domain, so we get to be like, okay, so where do you mainly make port? We don't. Why?
Oh, it's literally an offshore bank account.
Pretty much.
We are the port.
Yeah, we literally do have bits of.
Check
Okay,
the-
what's your main
check
port?
the-
So who do you
okay.
like answer to?
we
The
have to.
Norscan ruler. Why? Because we're not in a yalda. We're on the sea.
They discovered our secrets of why we're so rich too. For the offshore bank account.
For the offshore bank account. For the fantasy world offshore bank account.
The funniest thing is technically it is true because we're rich. Probably is about as rich as the
We're far
faction.
richer than the. No, we're far richer than the faction. That's not because we're rich. The faction's just poor.
Yes.
There's a significant difference between us being rich and the faction being poor.
Which is weird.
We are one of the reasons the faction is poor because we sold them a legendary weapon that we got for free.
Yeah.
That's just good
I can't-
business.
I
Hey, we
can't
sold
help
it at
that.
a massive discount. Okay.
I can't help that.
See, that justifies it.
The traders like me.
I can't remember where we got it. We got it from a group pack, didn't we?
No, we got that two-handed sword from me.
All right. I have finished. We can continue chats afterwards.
Go.
Okay.
No, just kidding.
Okay, where were we? Right. Previously we split up the split up group like 3 months ago.
It's been a while now. We have been
Yeah.
here a while.
I've been slowly trying to get Zormir back with the group.
We're getting more split up as time goes
Mm.
on.
Or as time went on.
So it's
But
not
we were switching back and forth between the main party, since the majority of the players are there, investigating the ruins of the destroyed nest to try and find clues as to what had happened, and they had uncovered some details and have come up with some conspiracies, as well as switching back to Zormir and his pasta gangsters, as they had encountered an ambush by a group of Quaggoths, or whatever the hell they're called, Quaggas, being led by a Drider,
The Quaggoths
most of
and-
which had been hypnotic powered.
Yeah, the Quaggoths, or like Quaggoa in other games, but indeed Quaggoths.
Either way, hairy werewolf-like creatures that aren't werewolves. Starting at the top of the initiative order.
Mole cats was a description that someone used. It was like, that's surprisingly apt.
Alvina, we return to you having encountered some a nice little group of insects that gave you some information and told you about some demon ants that they were having problems with ever since the dark wave or something. I forget what I've called it.
Something like that. Yeah, it's like the abyss or the darkness or something like that.
Either way, from the creation legend, a wave of dark energy washed out across the land and created this new domain.
Yeah, the dark wave helps evil ants destroy the locust leader of demon ants as one-eyed death machine. That was what I've got written down as note.
Unless they were big fuck off ants.
Well, they
where
were. They're
you
the
were
size
just
of
going to
cats.
leave it.
They're the size of cats, which So I was actually going to check something because I was communing with nature, which basically the cast time was the round because we're not technically an initiative, we're just sort of initiative. Bob's an initiative.
Yes.
Or initiative for the sake of storytelling.
Yeah. So the amount of time basically I was casting commune with nature as a ritual. And basically it gives me knowledge of surrounding territory. You said this is close enough to outdoors to count as outdoors, so it's 3 miles of me.
Yep, that's fine. It is a reclaimed nature ruins of a once great civilization.
Yeah. You gain knowledge up to 3 facts, my choice. I believe the ones that I was going to ask are there any fiends in the area? Within 3 miles.
In the area.
Mostly because it's like they said demon ants. It's like, I want to check if it actually is a demon. Or some fiendish thing.
Not to the DM's knowledge.
Okay, that's good. That's good as a start. Then it is, I was going to go for basically just prevalent animals in the area, which I think gives me a rough, number and things.
Ooh, does that extend to monstrosities, I wonder?
That's not foreboding.
I'll be generous, just because there's a...
It says animals, not specifically beasts. So.
Yeah. And so yeah, I'll give you any non-intelligence monstrosities as well. So yes, you do indicate, or you do get a ping that these ants are monstrosities now. They have been infused by arcane energy, and they have become twisted beyond their regular beastly nature. They are now monstrosities in type and name.
Rough. And I'm assuming there's a lot of them.
Yeah. You would get a rough idea, because you'd be inside the colony range. Yes, they actually have quite a large colony built into the crags of the rock, and there's actually several reasonably roomy caverns beyond the walls off Bastion. It looks like a lot of these rooms were actually dug out and created by presumably the original curators of the forest to kind of be storage rooms and back rooms and dwelling places for those who were staying on site to tend to the forest. So the walls are actually littered with architecture inside the walls that have now been repurposed by these cat-sized ants, and you're looking at a good, probably a couple hundred.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. Like, lots. Okay. And
Their population is still kind of constrained, so we're not talking the thousands or anything. So I'm gonna say like somewhere between 100 and 200.
Okay.
150.
Yeah, there's not enough ecological substance to support a bigger population.
Yeah, there's enough that is a serious problem for us to fight, but not. We're not talking normal actual ant colony numbers, which is like enough. And
Which is good because
the
that
last
size.
one I'll go. The last one I'll go. Are there any people in the area?
Are there any people in the area? You get a ping on whatever. I imagine all of your adventuring party members are within a range. Notably, you do not get a ping on Lou because Lou hasn't. We've not technically gotten to the timeline where Lou's popped into existence yet. This is still happening pre-Lou popping into existence.
Yep.
Oh, the prelude.
Yes, there's. I just
Oh,
remembered. There's technically
Inspiration.
You know what? That's fair enough. You caused enough people to boo. There you go. Inspiration for you.
Yay!
Only because Lou called it out. I forgot there's fucking technically 3 distinct timelines going on right now. Why did I do this to myself? Because it's more interesting, damn it.
Yeah, so I get pings from the point. Fuck you.
Gwen.
Me, I guess.
Zormir?
Yeah, the cat-sized ants are mostly feral. I don't think they have enough intelligence to count as people. Yeah, I'm gonna limit it to what you would recognize as people, especially because you are used to living in Fantasia, which has a lot of non-people sentience.
Yeah. Which is entirely fair.
So, but there are no other entity, there's no other humanoids in this region or any other creature that is of a kind of humanoid-like or like a singular sentience-like nature.
Yeah. Okay. That's
There you
very
go.
helpful.
Zormir is over 3 miles away then.
Which is kind of assumed, but I was basically scanning the city as like, does there happen to be just some random hermit living here that isn't the demigod that I don't know about? That he's a demigod, yeah.
No, and also technically Ted popped away, so Ted's also not here anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your 3 questions? Anything else?
Yep. Nope, that's 3. I get 3. So I'd say that's
All right.
3.
In that case, we move back to the caverns then. Actually, before we move back to the caverns, I guess take a good note of where you are and what you're doing, because I'm not switching maps in between you and all the way after Zormir.
Okay, I'm down there. Right.
Also,
Take a photo.
Also, the no people potentially means it would possibly have pinged Nagpas, and there's probably no Nagpas left. That means.
Hopefully not.
They are humanoid.
Exactly. Yeah.
There isn't even a question of that one.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, well, there's none of them in the city left, so I'll take that.
They had to be humanoid because the DM had to find humanoid antagonists that can actually be in the city. Note to everyone watching, if you create a field that repels everything that's not a humanoid, it limits your options for encounters. Who knew? Although it really helps you discover some very interesting creatures that are technically humanoid.
It really does.
I now have a list.
The fact that they're humanoid is real weird. But yeah, humanoid.
But yes, let me actually move myself back to the cave. We move to the Drider, who is under hypnotic pattern, and Zormir has fucking got too high an AC to be attacked forever to need a concentration check.
Give us a second as well. I was talking to Ben whilst you were talking and tried to refresh my page to see if it was my problem, and it's now locked me at a roll 20 now.
Oh, fun.
Well, don't you worry. There's like 3 other people until we get to you.
Sure.
But as you can all see, I've updated the tokens. There you go.
Yay!
Let's zoom in and have a proper look at them.
You can have a look at all the lovely tokens. Look at this. I'll
Go.
just increase their size. Look at that.
I like that there's 2 people with large red fish.
Yeah. We've got the cultist and the fisherman.
Now we're just going to move Fusili into the water. Fusili loves the water.
Also, I was hoping we'd create by putting the red herrings here, we'd get rid of them in the actual investigation.
We
I
can
also
only
love
hope.
that Udon looks like he's wearing a beanie.
Hmm.
I really
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's a bandana, but a bandana that goes round the horns.
I know it is, but it looks like a beanie just because of the angle.
I've got back into Roll20 now as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's all the tokens. But it's the Drider. The Drider is going to sway there. The DM also decided, not that maybe you'll pick up on it just now as they start muttering under their breath. The DM decided to give them common for reasons that the DM needs them to be able to
They can actually speak to us.
Although, would they speak? They don't really have a language. That's fine. They'll just be common. It's a surprisingly useful thing for creatures of different languages. But the Drider is going to kind of sway there, still using their web to, like, they're already cradled there. They weren't grasping or anything to stay up. They were just they'd stuck themselves to the wall with their own webbing, so they are in no danger of falling down from the hypnotics. Luckily for you, because if they take any fall damage, they would have broken from it. But they sway there as we go to the point. The point you were meeting up with Fukyu and having a previous discussion about Gwent messaging Fukyu to destroy a hive mind. What would you like to do? What's your next actions?
It's in my theorizing since last week. I think we want to get into the HQ, either get into the HQ or get to the docks to see if our ship is still there.
You do remember that it's about an hour travel by train, but on foot. Hilariously, Gwent has made that trek before and is actually intimately still aware of how to get there.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell fuck you that's the plan. Meet me back here in a minute. I'm going to go off trying to find the others where they've wandered off to.
I'm gonna go find a brain to kill.
We'll come
Make sure it's evil first.
Why?
It's always evil.
A giant floating brain does tend to be evil.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've yet to meet a giant flying brain that is good.
Good point. Yeah,
But,
if it can help us, yeah.
Where the
So you're 0 for how many?
9. Surprisingly common. Surprisingly common.
But you do that, and I'll give you your updates in a little bit. We go back to the Quaggoth's turn. Who was the one that had the potion? What was the potion? Poison? No, paralysis. Alright, that one is paralyzed, so can't do anything. This one can still attack Ragu. They can't really do anything about the poison. Now that it's kind of been over around since they've jumped down at you, for those who are kind of staring at them right now, so Zormir, Ragu, Udon, and Orzo, you actually notice that, or catch a glimpse that just under their thick white fur, you actually notice there appears to be some sort of metallic chain around their neck. It's hard to make out even just the coloration. It seems to be maybe like white or silver. It's hard to tell, just because it kind of blends in, and it's only when you're this up close that you can actually start to see it. Just because there's a slight texture difference between obviously the sleeker metal and their fur that's just slightly overlapping it.
Like a collar on a fluffy dog.
Yeah, pretty much. But this one is going to attack Ragu. They get 2 claw attacks. They get +5. Ragu, have I got any reason for advantage or disadvantage against you?
No.
I can't remember who Ragu is.
I remember I'm Udon. I don't remember who Ragu is.
Does an 8 or a 14 hit
14.
Ragu? I believe it does, because he has a 12. So that's 1 attack. It's a d6 +3. Yeah, they don't do anything else. 4 slashing damage to Ragu. who I believe that now takes you bloody, maybe? Puts you down.
I was close to bloody. Wasn't quite bloodied last week. So
27
that
out of
could take me
51.
to.
No, 27 is just slightly higher.
out. Yeah.
I think it's like 25. You're bloody.
Yeah, because it's the same as if it was.
Because it's like 51 or.
It's
Yeah, you have
51. If it was 52, it would be bloody at 26.
You should also all have
Yeah.
control of the Yeti token, so if you just click on them, you will actually see I keep track of their health and AC. The 12 is their AC, the middle one is always their health. This is how the DM's been tracking stuff.
I incidentally don't have control of Ragu, but I can control any of the others.
Ragu's the one I missed. There we go. I actually gave control of everything but Ragu. Okay. So if you want to check what any of your how your allies looking effectively, you can click over them. Orzo has completely fine. As is Soba, Fusili is heavily bloodied, and Udon and Ragu have taken some hits. Alright, but that's those two. These two are hypnotic patterns or focused on Zormir. However, this one is not. So let's see. Let's go and have him do a contested grapple check against Zormir. Athletics or acrobatics for Zormir, your choice. They do have proficiency. Do they have any reason? Oh, while it has 10 hit points or fewer, it has advantage on attack rolls. Not relevant right now, but good to know. So coincidental that any of them are like exactly between 0 and 10.
Actually, doesn't grapple technically an attack roll?
No, it's a ability check.
Yeah.
It uses your action. It counts as a special attack, but it's a special
Okay.
attack that does an ability check.
Gotcha. I think I'm getting mixed up with Pathfinder because there is an attack roll with Pathfinder.
But yes, was that an Arcana check you did, Zormir?
Yes.
Arcana. Oh.
Wrong button.
Fortunately, your intelligence is
Athletics is actually one higher, so
one higher. I'll allow it. Especially because they have 2 attacks, so they're gonna try again. Another +5. That is a 13 versus your 12.
and
Grabs you.
I will actions. I will.
What are you gonna do?
I'm
Before I
gonna.
announce the results.
I'm bumping it by 3 with my
Flash.
Oh.
flash.
Okay, you're gonna use your flash. That's fair.
Yep.
Does your flash require your reaction?
That's what I'm trying to find it now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause let's have a look here. This guy wants to try and push his buddy out of the way.
Because he's useless.
Maybe not push him away. He's actually gonna move around him.
Actually, I
This
could
is
have-
the savage Quaggoth, remember, the one that keeps critting.
Yeah, but the guy he's wanting to push out the way, he's useless.
Yeah.
Because they have a climbing speed, so I was gonna have them climb up onto like the wall to try and get like a good swing down at you, and also to free up more space for the other guys to come in. Because they do technically work as a quad or as a group, so I'll give them some strategy. They do have a 12 wisdom.
That's not bad. That's the same as Alvina.
But anyway, I realize he doesn't actually technically need to leave your reach, so it doesn't matter. Because he doesn't actually want to go behind you, he wants to go above you. So he's going to start climbing up on the wall, and he's actually going to like dig one of his claws into a handhold up there, so he is 5 feet above you, or technically he's like 2 feet above you. He's still with an arm reach to attack you. But he's trying to gain a height advantage on you, and to also to get more room to swarm you in. With that, I'm also going to have the other Quaggoth jump across the lake. Take a nice little like bounce up there with their kind of springy hind legs, and he's similarly going to with like the first one in Undercommon going.
Is entering the, or is that the thing we disappear as soon as I cast it? Hypnotic pattern.
A hypnotic pattern is like a flash of light. It disappears once
Alright.
you cast it.
I wasn't sure if it was one of the ones that lingers.
No, that is
double check
that's the big one that you're thinking of. The prismatic one, I think.
Oh yeah.
believe that one lingers.
I don't think there's technically anything that does a continuous charm effect. There's ones that do damage, but obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it's ones that put down like an area that if you walk into it, it'll charm you, I believe. But there's a couple. They're not
But yes, the other Quaggith is going to jump across, and he's also going to attempt to grapple you
Okay.
for a 22.
Ooh.
Because they have a plan, and they're going to fulfill it through.
They're gonna throw him in the lake, aren't they?
Yay.
No. They didn't deliberately plan an ambush around a lake for this exact reason.
It passed.
Zormer, would you like to do anything before I announce the results of him throwing you into the lake?
He doesn't have a reaction, he's used it.
Yep. Then not only is he going to throw you into the lake, he is going to drag you into the lake with him.
He's gonna drown you.
As he grapples onto you, like literally one of his hind legs kind of wrapping around your knees, the other two like almost draping himself over your shoulders, so he's got a 3-limb lock on you, and with you grappled into him, he's going to use his last free leg to push off the rock and pull you forward as he starts tilting back, and you begin tilting with him as you arc into the water that's about maybe 2-3 foot beneath you. I will say you have obviously enough time and cognitive awareness to take a deep breath before you are plunged into the... it's actually not that cold because this entire cavern system has a heat funnels from the lava.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually quite warm water.
Hot spring. It's hot spring.
Yeah,
Not quite hot for this one, but not freezing cold or anything.
it's a tepid
Lukewarm.
spring.
Like lukewarm.
It's a tepid spring.
Tepid
Um,
spring.
But yes, you do splash in there as, with like his free leg, the Quaggoth is beginning to drag you down. He also took a deep breath as he was pulling you in. And with that, he's also going to use his final attack to just kind of claw at you while he's dragging you and just kind of like knock you on the chest to try and dislodge some of your breath. Now, for those who need a reminder of the drowning rules, a creature can hold its breath for a number of turns, or a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. So, Zormir, what's your Constitution modifier?
Con modifiers +3.
+3, then you hold your breath for 4 minutes.
Same as the
When
Yeti.
you are out of breath, you can survive a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. So, once you're out of breath, you can live for 4 rounds without breath. And at the start of your next turn, you drop to 0 hit points and are dying.
Again.
Oh,
and,
wait, is that true? Oh my god, I might have found something horrifying.
Alvin, I can drown quite easily.
No, not just that you can drown quite easily. I found a thing. I need to check if this is official. You might not be able to swim in heavy armor.
Ooh.
At all. Oh no, you
Apart
can.
from magic.
Jesus! No, you
You're-
can.
But really slowly.
DC 25 strength athletics check to do it at all. Every round.
Okay.
Is this one? Is that official? Holy shit, if that is. You never knew that. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, I die.
When making a melee weapon attack, creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, which I'm assuming Zomer doesn't have a swimming speed?
No.
I don't actually know if one of your shifter forms might.
None of the shifter forms have it.
Oh.
Swimming speed. They're all.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Your classic piercing weapons.
A ranged weapon automatically misses a target beyond its normal range. Even against a target within normal range, the attack has a disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, net, a weapon that is thrown like a javelin, spear, trident, dart, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
And obviously, creatures that are merged get resistance to fire damage.
Did we ever class what my blade thing on my arm is?
Sir gun,
The
isn't it?
blade thing.
His freaking integrated
Antimatter-
shotgun
Antimatter
into his
rifle.
gauntlet.
Like arm blade thing.
Yeah.
Well, is this the antimatter rifle that's incorporated into it, or the one that's or is this your melee version of it?
Melee.
Melee version.
Weren't we flavoring that as like a punch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that would be effectively a like bludgeoning-esque type weapon. So I'm gonna count that. That obviously you're gonna get a disadvantage from that too.
Alright.
Um,
Just so we can so I know what the
Because you know, Zormir's gonna have some form of weakness.
Okay, the thing where you can't swim is a advanced rule. It's not necessarily baseline. Okay, I was literally thinking, I don't remember that.
The basic swimming rules are, whilst climbing or swimming, each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot, so 2 extra foot in difficult terrain. And unless a creature has a climbing or a swimming speed, and at the DM's opinion, climbing is slippery, vertical, blah 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 blah. Gaining distance in rough water might also require a strength athletics check. So I'll probably require you to make a athletics check to swim, but it'll be like a DC 10. Because I think that's fair every round.
Yeah.
Just try and swim, and also you're grappled anyway. But let's see.
Plus
The
you'll
water
need
is
to roll a 2.
the water is obviously quite dark out here. You're already in there was no light other than your flash of hypnotic pattern that went off. And
Dark vision ain't gonna help you seeing underwater.
yeah, so you can see about maybe 10 foot around you right now. I'll say like 15. It'll be like a quarter of your normal vision in water, just because the water's also a little bit murky. It's a little bit darker in here, and it's kind of being soaked in. But as he drags you down, the Yetis, not the Yetis, the Quaggoth's claw attack is a slashing attack, and he's just kind of push into your chest, right next to it. So I'm just gonna say he gets a nice little.
I think it's advantage and disadvantage, isn't it? Because he's restrained, but it's underwater.
He's not restrained. He's just grappled, so it'd just be disadvantage.
That was being Zormi's. But... oh yeah, he's just fair.
Yeah, he's just grappled. He's not restrained. He does want to punch the air out of you. Yeah, I'll also give him disadvantage because this is more deadly if he attacks anyway. Since I'm going to be trying to knock down that 4 minutes. Also, any extraneous action in the water, I am going to say, is going to cost you some breath, effectively. So if you are attacking or get hit, that is also going to cost you some breath. We'll kind of play by ear depending on how big it is. We'll probably say like maybe 30 seconds of air or something. Per like attack. If you're going to do something any more extraneous, we'll see.
You can do a con save if he gets hit to shorten it. That'd be kind of fun. Like, can you hold it in?
Suck it up.
You gotta take a beating. Especially because I'll probably do it like you lose like half your breath or something if you fail that con. Because that way you're like you get like almost gut punch. And you're like, oh,
yeah.
while you're water up like that. A 23 to hit.
Close. I think that's missed, but it's close.
Oh no, this is at disadvantage. A 17 to hit.
Oh, definitely not.
There we go. Then he continues dragging you down, but that's the Quag's turn. Zormir, it is now your turn. You have plunged into tepid water, and you can only see a little bit around you. I'm going to say you've sunken its full movement down to like 30 feet into the water by this point.
I'm going to use both my attacks in a Destiny to pinpoint that chain and try to sever it with an attack.
Ooh, okay. Well, you're right next to it, so yeah, you're able to find what you mean. It's technically like a collar rather than a chain, but
I'm going cold shot for it. Cold shot chain.
Yeah.
Okay. You already have disadvantage attacking anyway. I'll just give us AC with a slight bump from the creatures because you're targeting a specific area, so that's fine. Let's say probably make an 18 because it also brings up to the metals attack anyway.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead and give me an attack at disadvantage.
Actions.
Nice. Rolling hot.
Nice. All right. You easily just get your hand up to like you grab out since you're being pressed in there, and you can feel it with one of your hands. The metal kind of connecting with your own metallic suit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to get the other hand up there and attack straight into it. As we mentioned, you'll lose about 30 seconds of air, bringing you down to 3.5 minutes. Just from the extra exertion of having to move yourself, your muscles currently using up all of your oxygen to give that wallop of an impact there. But the what damage type are you going for?
Gonna do them. Uh, I'm trying to think. Probably necrotic to
And like decay the metal. Okay.
yeah, because I think it's a radiant metal so person. I think Witcher, I'd do whatever damage type that armor would think would do the
Ooh.
most damage to Twisted Silver. What he'd think would do damage to Twisted Silver.
Okay.
Can I roll
Not mental, basically.
Yeah, it's resistant to
Psychic
psychic.
damage.
Ooh. Give me a intelligence check with proficiency for smith tools, because this is technically a metal check, since twisted silver is just a special metal.
So I'm rolling.
Basically an intelligence check, and then just add proficiency to it. I always find it's just easier to just roll the base check, and then we'll just add a couple to it.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, while you have worked with Twisted Silver, have you worked with Twisted Silver? You at least you.
Seen mine.
He's used it.
Alvina's got a bunch. So.
They've come in contact with since this universe, but they've not had a lot of time to really get into the study it. Given all the shit that keeps happening. I'm trying to think if they would have past world experience, because it's still quite a rare mineral. But you also it natively gets mined from Fantasia. So arguably gives like a reason for Zormi and Alvina to go back to their homeland. So God, the DM's gotta figure out what the fuck is the most damaging type to Twisted Silver.
Well, technically, I've only got 4 types of damage that I can use on it, and I know I'm not going to use psychic.
Yeah, we're gonna go with force. Force makes the most sense. It's not technically like vulnerable or resistant to necrotic, radiant, or force. It only has special properties as psychic. But force seems the most appropriate for breaking metal.
Yeah. I can also imagine it not caring about electricity because it's silver, and silver's a really, really good conductor. So it'd hurt the thing, but not the metal.
Yeah. But as you impact into it, you even underwater, being so close to the creature, you hear the crack of metal throughout the chain, but it seems to be supplemented by a second material. It's actually a composite material made of 2 different metals that have been inlaid around each other. And you've definitely damaged the twisted silver component of it, to the point where you actually feel like a slight crack of psionic energy kind of rippling out from it, almost like a discharge of electricity as you break it. So you're pretty confident you've broken the telepathic link between whatever was controlling this creature and this creature itself, but you have not broken it free entirely.
What's the control arcanite?
White.
I thought it was white. Yeah, I remembered one. Yay! So.
Competent silver and white.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Twisted silver with white arcanite inlay. The control thing. That makes sense, right? My brain, it makes
If
sense.
it is, then the only way to break the remaining control of this would be with a block arcanite tool, which Zormir, as an artificer, you actually do have as part of your just standard artificery complement. But that's obviously going to require you to basically use an object interaction to grab or try to squeeze your hand over to wherever your arcanite tools are and grab it. Which, to be fair, you've not done yet. So give me a sleight of hand check, since you are grappled and your movement is somewhat restrained, to see if you can actually grab that.
Right. Sleight of hand.
Dexterity or strength, your choice. You can do a strength sleight of hand if you'd like. You can try to brute force your way down to your pocket.
Strength. I'll do strength. So 1 on to this.
11? Yeah, it's a success. So you managed to. It's quite strenuous, and you do lose just an extra 30 seconds of air, having to like squeeze your arm into your own chest to get the movement down there. But you're able to grab your Arcanite multi-tool, or your Artificery multi-tool that contains your black Arcanite tools, and pull it up and ready it for your next attack.
Okay. I will make an attack with the to sever the and finally sever it.
Go ahead and make your attack, and let's see. 13 is exactly their AC. Oh, but you're
It's the
connecting
material.
the chain, so that's an 18. So adding +5 onto it. Unfortunately, the creature, having lost its psychic command, appears to no longer be dormant or kind of almost semi-submissive as it was previously. It's now kind of thrashing about and still, like, coincidentally holding on to you because it doesn't quite realize what's going on. And it's almost holding on to you as a lifesaver raft now. But it is now, because it has no idea what's going on. It's suddenly got its mind back, and it's suddenly underwater in the dark, clinging onto something. It is not letting go of that something. As it's just thrashing about, and it's moving its neck out of your reach as it's trying to like stretch and find the light up.
30 feet down underwater, it doesn't know which way is up anymore.
But it no longer seems to be deliberately trying to dive you down into the water now.
No, he's just gonna sink.
It seems to have gotten its own sense of self-preservation back.
Can I then try to kick and move us up the way with my movement?
Yeah, give me an athletics check. It's not gonna actively go against you now anymore.
Alright.
Which way is up?
Stormer has the natural intelligence to pass that, and like perception.
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
20, yeah, you start slowing your descent, and you actually manage to kick up an extra 10 feet. You're 20 feet from the surface now.
And I lost a minute, and...
Yes, you lost a minute just from the extraneous activity you've been doing underwater. But you still have 3 minutes of air left, so
It's all good.
it's all good. You can last out the entire combat if you'd like.
I do like the by how the rules I think work is it's your Constitution +1.
Yeah.
Meaning that if you had a negative Constitution, you just drop dead underneath the water.
It does have a minimum of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So don't you worry. Minimum of 30 seconds. Anyone who has a negative con or more than a -1,
It's like, what the hell have you done?
what the hell have you done? You've never done
Allergic
con.
to water.
But you do have at least 30 seconds holding your breath before you're dead. Well, 30 seconds. Actually, is there a minimum on the number
think
of
it's
rounds too?
I think it's unconscious, like instantly after that.
Minimum 1 round for holding your breath. So you can.
Ooh, 6 seconds.
So 36 seconds you can survive underwater. Alright, but that is Zormir's turn. You are no longer actually... You've managed to fuse that situation within 1 round, which is very impressive from the DM's perspective. I just assumed you'd break the grapple and swim back up, but...
And I've
It'd be
not
hilarious
taken...
when the second Quaggoth just jumps on top of him and drags him further back down. He has to do it all again.
Thing is, I've not taken any damage, so I'm not doing a con check to unleash the rest of the people who are being controlled.
But we return now to Fook Yu. Fook Yu, I believe you're looking for a mind. A hive mind.
Yeah, is it actually fuck you or is it sober?
It's actually Fook Yu.
Actually fuck you. Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't think I have the...
Yeah, he's not treasure on the initiative anymore.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
why I
because I
asked.
got rid of
Yeah.
the
Because it's
fucking
the old tokens.
tokens.
One sec, we'll just roll them all again. It'll be easier.
Alright, everyone re-roll a Yeti check.
D20 +1.
D20 +1, I'm gonna add them all back in, and then DM's
Oh,
also gonna go get
18.
more.
Not bad.
7. Udon's at 7.
Udon's at 7.
Sober's at 6.
Fluffy's at 3.
It's at 6.
Yep, Fuzzy's at 3.
Was that
Get it
Fusilia?
better.
Which is close, given we're on 14 at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. Honestly, apart from Gwent's one, the low rolls are actually very appropriate.
Alright,
That's a high roll for me.
since Orzo's off in the other side anyway, we'll quickly retcon Orzo's turn, so that way it actually means we've only missed one. Orzo, on the other side of the cavern walls, you were just fucking destroying everything over there. What would you like to do?
Well, covered in blood, I'm gonna jump onto this guy and start pounding him down as well.
All right, you have advantage on the attack, and it is a critical of a hit because he is paralyzed.
How dare you attack our
I got Lord
God.
Savior.
Oh.
Yeah, you got him.
No,
And crit.
And it is a crit, but he has 12 hit points, so it doesn't matter what you roll, you kill him with the 15.
I tear his head off and I throw it to this guy.
Throw it out the other way.
I mean,
Just like
yeah,
toss it in, no,
yeah,
just like a light toss into his hand, like you're next.
Think fast.
Yetis do have
Chuck's
a
heads.
2 attacks, so you can try
Just
to attack
walk
the other
over
one.
and kill the other one. Get him.
They have 2 attacks and they're chilling gaze.
Oh, in that case, I will.
That one I think might be immune to the chilling gaze, though, because I think it's immune to Yeti chilling gazes, isn't it? If it
I
passes
don't
the
remember,
Yeti.
and it's a new session.
Fair enough.
Hey, it's gonna be a case
Oh,
of the
this is
Yetis
+3.
coming to save their god now.
Also, the players may or may not have picked up on this. The DM tends to remove the if you succeed at once, you never have to worry about it again, because that's boring.
Yay!
And it's literally like, what's the point of giving a monster a cool ability if they only ever use it once? Come on, Wizard of the Coast, get your shit together.
So, did he save for the Constitution? Yeah, easily.
Why yes, he did.
So I'm gonna claw him then. Oh, that'd be good.
I tend to just throw a recharge on it instead to make it a little bit more fair. So you can roll a d6 at the end of your turn to see if you get it back next turn. We'll get it on a 6. Because there's only a CR3. 24 still hits though, so that's 12. Bloodying him. I think he's already bloodied. Alrighty then, but that's Orzo's turn.
Oh God.
We move now back to Fukyu before we go back to the Yetis. So Fukyu on the other map, what would you like to do? I believe you were looking for a hive mind.
Yeah, so he would be looking around to see if he could see like this floating brain thing that Gwent told him about.
That we know is here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Gwent never said blow up.
Gwent
He
did say-
never said blow up.
He definitely
No.
said it. He
You did,
100%
yeah.
Don't
said it was
blow
a
up.
floating brain, and he 100% said that it should be blown up. That's
Can't see
why-
shit.
Thank God.
But which god?
Yeah, not mine. Any other one.
Fuck you, he's got so good he's head in his own eyes. Ugh.
I mean, he's distracted by his new fancy rings that he can put stuff in.
Yeah. the small-
As you glance around, you are confident you do not see any floating brains anywhere.
He's got a darker lampshade now.
Yeah. He's gonna wander towards the direction he thinks Gwent was in. I think it was north.
Yep, it would be the same direction presumably the point went into, since that's also where he was going to go find Gwent.
Yeah, so he'd wander his movement speed like 30 foot up towards the north. See, just casually looking around, see if you can see any floating brains.
No frog brains, everything's good. Alright, Ragu, it is your turn.
I
Ragu,
will
go.
attack the one that Gwent just went up to.
Alright, you can also do Chilling Gaze if you would like.
Yeah.
DC 10, I believe, actually does fail. It is.
That's a 13.
So DC 13, so on a 10, it is a failure and he is paralyzed.
Beat the crap out of it. Rip its limbs up.
You can now make your attacks with advantage. It is a plus... What is it? It is a plus 6 to
3d6.
hit.
Oh, 6.
And 3d6 for the gaze.
3d6.
Yeah, 3d6 cold damage.
Forget the case
or
actually
force
does
damage.
damage.
I think, for these, right? Because you said it changed.
Yes, force damage.
Good. There's the 11.
With 10 hit points left.
The gaze killed it.
You looked at it and it.
Died.
Ugh.
It died.
And
I'm
the sense...
annoyed.
The sense of claustrophobia crushes the creature. Udon, you look around as your allies have just killed everyone.
Hey, we did work. We did a lot of work. Well, I guess we're gonna just go walk over this way. What speed are they? They're pretty fast, right? Yeah, these 40 feet. With 40-foot climb, damn.
Point down. Save the
Can I-
god.
Yeah.
Can I try and take the chain off him?
How much do you care about keeping his body intact?
Not much.
Just rip it off. Rip his head off with the chain. I'm gonna dash. Actually, I can't really get past these two. I don't think so. I'll stop
Nope.
and make sure these two are okay, because it's very squishy in here. Like, are you okay? This facility's like very badly. hit.
And you can also say that they're dead up that way.
They're dead back there.
Not ahead. Not ahead. They've got shinies.
Alright, one second, I got distracted. Was that a no to keeping their body intact?
Yeah.
Alright, give me an athletics check. You have a +4 to strength.
Yeah.
D20 +4.
My strength.
Your the Yeti strength +4.
Yeti strength.
Roll me
The
D20.
Yetis are as strong as me.
Yeah. Yetis are all muscle, man.
Yeah, pretty much. They're muscle and fat, like a polar bear.
So what am I rolling?
A D20.
1d20.
Just roll me a D20. If ever in doubt, just roll me a D20. The DM will add the
Jesus
rest.
fuck.
8.
You struggle to get this collar off, unfortunately. You can spend some time at it, but you do not succeed in the next 6 seconds.
Oh, I should have helped. I've got the cleaver. I've got the meat cleaver.
Alright, DM's gonna quickly go grab some water because they're doing way too much talking. And their voice is already starting to strain. But with that, Gwen, as you're running back, you run into first the point, and then Fukyu waddles up looking for you. Both looking for you. You may discuss stuff throughout your turn. I'll be right back.
So, where's this brain that I've got to blow up?
It was over this direction. Did you kill it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
That's what he asked where it was.
Yeah, why else would I ask where it was if I already killed it?
I mean, it's fucking.
You may have got
frozen,
distracted by something else and started throwing bombs. It's not
Oh, like these
completely
rings.
out of the.
The
You've got
explosives
some
are already
rings.
Yeah, look,
Ooh,
you can put things in it. Look, grabs a rock off the floor. Look, watch. Boom. And, hey, out comes the rock.
It's gone.
Oh, I reckon Zora and I could do something with that to make, Pokeballs.
What's a Pokeball?
Ah,
That was.
It's a ball
It's-
that pokes things.
Yeah, it's a ball you poke it and
Oh, a
stuff goes in and out of
Pokeball?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, usually you call them caltrops, but yeah.
Oh, God. No. No, you poke it to do stuff rather than it pokes you.
Oh, what's the point of
Why
that
do you
then?
want to put a ball in a ring? Yeah.
In the shattered Altsphere, ball pokes you.
Yes. Imagine you poke this ball and a Hydra comes out.
That'd be quite cool.
So
actually.
if we put the Hydra in the ball, we could drop the ball in the lava.
Yeah, that's
I
what I was
was going
thinking.
to
If we
say, I was
could
going to say throw it at anything that's in our way. Yeah.
or we could fill it with lava and throw the lava ball at things.
Yeah. I mean,
no, that'd be fun.
it's kind of a poking it to release or capture things into it.
I love
We have to get them to
It's
poke
a
it.
proddy ball.
I love that the starting premise for this was initially just the jars of fucking with
Monsters.
what was it we have now?
The troll heads.
troll
Troll
heads.
heads, yeah.
You have troll heads.
Mm-hmm.
I
Essentially,
still have it. I still have one.
I
Troll
thought
heads
we,
are just-
used them all.
Yeah, I got another one, remember, from another salvage. I got one.
The
They're all
troll
what I
head.
wanted.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Oh, your
I
first.
haven't used yet, basically.
So Jamie, your first Pokemon was Troll.
No, my first Pokemon was the Hydra. We got the troll heads after that.
Yeah, but you put it in a ball to throw it at anyone.
So the first Pokemon was like
technically-
3 trolls.
Technically, you had three troll.
It was a mutant troll.
Remind me at some point to actually clean up all of your goddamn inventory so I know what you all have. And more importantly, remind you guys what you have.
Not enough. Give us more
I
items.
mean, fuck you doesn't actually have that much.
Yeah, I really don't have any magic items.
Alvina really does. Alvina has a lot of shit.
So I think we
Fuck you
found
has
the
the bag of
problem.
hold then. So fuck you has more than he thinks.
I honestly, I give out a lot of just random shit to people. It's like, and we do find it. I just write it down a lot of the time, and I put like a note of who's got it.
Elvina is the hoarder for it.
Yep. Why the DM eventually needs to do phase 2 of the website so I can actually track items on there.
Because mine, I just have it on the character sheet because I keep forgetting where the website is.
And just constantly, I've still got constantly up Google Doc, but I've never. Oh, I keep track of it mostly in my actual inventory for
Same.
things I have.
I'm planning on connecting it with the wiki anyway, so that way you can just click on it and open up the wiki as well.
Mhm.
But that's a future thing. Anyway, Gwent, yes, you guys all met up. Is there anything particularly you guys want to be doing for your turn before we head back to the Yetis?
Just trying to get a location and search for the brain just to see if it can give us any information.
Yep, since you know exactly where it is rather than by description, go ahead and give me a perception at advantage.
I'm really concerned because I'm not entirely sure if the Alvina pinged that hive mind as either people or ant or animal, which is what I'm concerned about.
25.
You eventually get to the area that indicated, only the area appears to have been, effectively, it looks like there was an explosion, but several of the surrounding buildings have kind of tipped over, creating almost a, like a walkway over the explosion site. But finding one of the cracks in between the fallen over building ceilings, you managed to peek your head down into what appears to be a little cave underneath the fallen buildings, or at least like a little tunnel down into a cavern under it, that seems to be glowing with blue and purple light. Would you like to go further in to see what you can see?
Oh, it's a bit too small for me to squeeze through this hole. Fuck you. Why don't you go take a look?
Oh, yeah, sure, send the goblin. Okay.
Because they can't
mean-
send the elf. It's because they can't send the elf.
I'd go, but reasons.
I could go, but I really don't want to.
Guidance and fuck you. It's because we trust you.
Why?
Really?
Deception. Roll deception.
Roll insight. Fuck you, roll insight.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Perception.
Fokyu is going.
He does. You believe him?
Then I'm gonna need a.
He's confused at why he trusts him, but
Yeah.
He believes that you're an idiot enough to trust him.
Yeah.
yeah, seems fair.
All right, but I need an
Logic.
acrobatics check or a survival check if you are making your way down the rubble and ruins into the underground cavern.
that's definitely going to be an acrobatics then. Somersaults
Oh,
all the way
damn.
down.
Oh yeah.
Like a natural spelunker there. You just
Well,
weasel your way through the rocks.
He's gotta be.
And look at the point.
He
This
robs
is why we
places.
send him.
It's your goblin genes. Seriously, your
The
goblin genes just catch on a rock and just
Yeah.
keep going.
The goblin just turns into a liquid.
After a couple minutes, you find yourself underneath the buried rubble in this half-submerged cavern or crater that was left behind by the explosion. And you find yourself in a small cavern, absolutely... it's definitely kind of in one of those craters. The crater's just kind of being covered over by the buildings overlapping each other. But inside the crater itself, it is covered in luminescent moss and dotted with these giant mushrooms, nearly as big as yourself.
He starts looking around for badgers.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I mean, that was just a
Perception
main,
check
but
from
yeah.
Give me
Yeah,
one
we-
anyway, because you might not be as shitposty as you think you are.
Badger moles, badger goats. that was
Yeah.
it. No badger moles.
Can't see the badger goats.
You do have guidance, so
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
get
guidance,
you over
that's
a 10.
That's what.
A D4.
D4. No.
10.
10.
10. The
With 10,
minimum.
there definitely seems to be the occasional kind of like sparkle in the dirt, but as you kind of peer around, you don't see any valuables or anything, so it must not be important.
Okay.
But what you do find is just lots of mushrooms surrounded by growing moss vegetation.
There's a snake.
Boo.
He's gonna start like how the mushrooms are as big as me. You said.
Yes.
He's gonna
Large
start
polka dotted mushrooms.
polka dotted mushrooms. Okay.
Oh, have we found future Randy?
Maybe we might have actually.
Kill it.
Yeah. Fuck you do a history check to see if he could figure out it was Randy, or it might be Randy.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give me a history check.
Probably not.
It's not random.
Who knows? Who knows, man? Mushrooms are mushrooms.
In that case, he's gonna pull out his dagger and just start cutting bits off.
Off the mushroom?
Yeah.
It's gonna explode.
It's gonna explode. It's gonna just straight up attack me, do something.
It's gonna talk at you. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna shout at me.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll to see how well you cut off the mushroom.
Where's my dagger? There's my dagger. 16. To attack a mushroom.
To attack a mushroom, it hits. Let's see. You roll for damage.
5.
Okay, so as you deal 5 damage, the mushroom responds by puffing out a cloud of spores at you.
I want to point out this is exactly the thing that I failed on Pathfinder earlier this week. Just want to let you guys know it was exactly this kind of shit.
Just an FYI.
Getting
And-
PTSD.
As this single mushroom puffs out a aura of what looks like suspiciously like poison, so does every other mushroom in the
Oof.
cavern. Meaning I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw against poison, and this is gonna have a higher DC. Because you are in a cluster.
Oh shit.
Let me double check to see if I've got anything against poison.
Yeah, never mind this being the work of Randy. It's more like the work of SSN.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that actually.
They're back.
They're back. Back with their poison mushroom traps.
Yeah.
Come on, fuck you. Just nat 20 this.
Yeah, he's not got anything against for poison. So, nope.
Well,
Yes.
Yep.
Nat for it.
Actually,
Would you like to do anything right now? It's the results.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my destiny.
that's fair. That was a natural 2. Let's see if you get. You can
Yeah,
almost
that's
not
better.
get worse. 13's not bad.
It might pass.
The problem is it's a cluster. It might have passed the normal
Yeah.
one, but I don't think it
I
passed.
might pass another
Right.
one, but a cluster of them, there's like 20 of them in here.
Mhm.
Oof. Yeah. Bit higher than 13.
As you, I don't know, does Foku realize their mistake? Or are they oblivious to it?
I mean, he's probably done this and like enough that he's realised something has gone wrong.
And you do, as your eyes get heavy, as you are considered poison, and while you are poisoned, you fall unconscious into a deep slumber.
Well, shit.
Have you
Yeah.
been?
What's the fuck are you gonna dream about?
It's been chloroformed.
Just rub some stone on it.
To the rest of the party, Gwen and the point, you're waiting for 6
A while.
seconds, 12
Yeah.
seconds,
Um,
30 seconds, a full minute.
Just
Still no
yell in
point.
there. How's it going?
You hear no response.
Fuck
He's
you.
dead. He's dead.
Have you got sending? Can you?
Wait, let's try something else. Fuck you, we've got your stuff.
No response.
He's dead.
Oh, no.
Oh
he's
god,
dead.
he's unconscious.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
Oh
He's
god,
dead.
we've lost
He's
him.
not unconscious. He's dead.
And this was Gwen's plan all along.
Well, one down. Where's going to go?
Wait, did he
Let's go
take the?
find Alvina. Let's go
Hang
find
on,
him.
hang on. Did he take
I
the
knew
bag
he
of
wasn't
holding with him?
immortal.
Yes.
Oh god damn it. Okay.
It says no one
And
can take it from
so
him
I will
anyway.
start crawling in to go and loot fuck you's corpse.
All right, I'm gonna need either a acrobatics check or a what was it, acrobatics or survival? Did I say?
Survival.
Yeah.
This is survival.
God damn it.
I am looking forward to point nat one in this and landing on fuck you's body.
16.
That's pretty good.
16. Okay, yeah, that's a success. It's not. It's difficult terrain, but it's not entirely hazardous. Unless you roll below 10, that becomes hazardous. But you make your way down. It takes you a little bit longer than the fucking liquid goblin over here. But you eventually climb down, and you come out. This is probably what, like a minute or two later. I don't know how long you want to wait for Fukyu before getting worried.
Yeah, minutes later.
I'll say at least a couple minutes. But you eventually come down into the dimly lit because of the luminous moss. And give me a perception check. Let's see what you see.
Perception.
I like to think we are shouting backwards and forwards, so
Yeah, I am because he's shouting
Maybe
out.
some kind of-
Keeping update.
Marco Polo. Marco Polo.
Okay. You two spot the like silverly glitter in the soil about you, but your attention is immediately drawn from that to obviously the mushrooms and the moss, and more importantly, Fukyu, who appears to be entangled in some form of mushroom root system, and seems to have a mushroom cap on his head.
Oh no. Oh. Okay.
What about you,
Thank you,
McGregor?
McGregor.
Master, you McGregor, Lou.
Lou, you need to mute yourself.
Yes.
Mute your TV, yeah, or whatever.
Yes, I will to look at this. Go. Well, that's not good. And just go. Randy.
There's no response to Randy.
Okay, in that case, I have no way to speak to plants, so I'll go over to fuck you. I'm not gonna immediately rip this off his head, but obviously it's not supposed to be there.
No. It looks like he's almost been wired into something. It looks suspiciously artificial, like he's been wired into like one of those science caps with electrodes on it.
Yep.
But
Okay,
a mushroom version of it.
could I get an idea of, is this to communicate or is this sucking his life?
Yes.
That's a good question. Make me a nature check.
Oh god, I'm not bad at nature actually.
Let's see how much you've brushed up on your micrid theory.
I'm gonna destiny that.
Destiny, this one. Oh, you're not gonna save it for the con save.
25.
Well, living up to your name, connecting the points. This is a mushroom psionic Ethernet connector cap.
Oh, it's my selling network.
It is assassin.
Yes, so it is communicating rather than sucking life.
It might be doing both. It
Might be doing both. In that case, yeah, okay.
But
mushrooms can't multitask.
yes, apparently it looks like an ethereal connection that is connecting Fukyu to the psionic network.
Okay, in that case, I will yell up, don't worry, it's mushrooms. They're just chatting with fuck you. Oh god, they're chatting with fuck you. And just sort of pat the mushroom on fuck you's head, or one of the other mushrooms go, hey, can I be let in, please?
At the physical contact of hitting the mushroom, it puffs out with poison spores. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. As the rest of the room also puffs out.
Unfortunately, you're not a dwarf, so you don't have anything against
No. No, I've got the advantage. Oh, hang on.
Maybe got advantage, but
I've got the Blessing of Curious, which I'm
immunity.
trying to remember which one that was. Which one was Curious?
Chris was the foodie one, wasn't it?
Okay, That's only if I eat stuff. Okay, yeah, no advantage.
You can eat the mushroom.
Eat the
Yeah,
mushroom. Eat
yes,
it.
I can eat the mushroom and have advantage on
Nom
it.
nom 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 nom.
Actually, no, only if the mushroom offers itself to me to be eaten.
Look, you're not Alvina. You
Unfortunately,
don't
you,
immediately open with eating the thing.
You don't get a chance, as unfortunately 15 also doesn't succeed.
I was
As
considering
while-
also failing anyway.
While shouting up to Gwen, suddenly the point stops shouting.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I would have shouted up, the mushrooms are communicating with fuck you. Oh god.
And
Oh,
that's it,
God.
that's the last thing Gwen ever hears. Gwen, what would you like to do? You've now lost 2 colleagues to
You
this
down?
underground tunnel.
2 down. My
Go and
no,
find
plan
Alvina
doesn't
and
work
Lou,
out.
send them down here.
Yeah, but I literally go, it's like, go find Alvina. Where's the third one? Alvina will
God.
be making her way back if that's any consolation.
Damn it.
If any
Sending to
consolation,
Alvina.
Lou won't.
Like, Alvina, come. Oh, God. Come join me here. I give a quick
Rough-
description.
Rough
A rough
estimate
description
to
of
do
where
it.
we are.
it's fine.
Yeah. Fuck you and the point down mushroom network.
Alvina's just like,
So confused.
okay. It's fine, I'll be
Fuck
having
you
a
and
nice
the point
chat.
are down a mushroom connection. Huh?
Yeah. But we need to make a new mushroom connection is what I got out of that. Because we've lost our one, which I didn't know we had one, but apparently we lost it.
So, I mean, we lost Assassin, and then we got a new one in Randy. And now we got another
Hello.
one.
Welcome to Randy Mark. Can I take your order?
Where's the Taco Bell?
All
three
right,
blocks over.
as Gwent waits for Alvina to come save the day, we head back over to Soba.
Maybe.
Why am I a responsible adult again?
'Cause
I'm
I'm
being
not there.
responsible. I'm speaking to them on behalf of everyone else. I'm just
Um,
not telling anyone else what I'm doing.
Soba, you're full health, and Udon apparently has told you that they've just defeated all 3 of the enemies to the north. What would you like to do?
On hearing that, he's going to jump over Fuzzy, because I'm assuming they're still prone.
They're like
I
leaning
was
against the
prone.
wall.
No,
They were just
Fuzzy's
dying.
the
They weren't
shortest
pro.
one.
Oh.
Yeah,
But you
Fuzzy's
can-
just
you can
really
pass them.
short.
Yeah, I'm just short.
Oh, fair. Still going to jump over him then.
Grab the
And-
roof.
Yeah.
Your
And
hook hand.
move down to these guys. And he's going to chilling gaze the one to the bottom of him.
They got +3, they're 50-50 on making this. That's a 15, they succeed.
They succeed. Okay, so then he's gonna claw at both, one each.
Do note the other one is hypnotic patterns, and you are probably aware that if you attack it, it will break out of the
It
hypnotic
looks
patterns.
dazed.
It's just
It
looking
looks
at you
dazed,
dazed.
at least.
Fair enough. Then he was just gonna attack the bottom one then. 17 to hit,
Yep, 17 hits. It takes the 10 damage.
and second attack 13 to hit.
Exactly.
13 exactly hits, and with their 9 hit points left, you're able to barrel in
Yeah.
and take this one down off the wall and just fucking pulverize it.
Cool. He's gonna then look around and not see the
shiny
god
one.
anywhere.
If you see him as God.
We've
Yeah.
lost the great corned beef.
Yeah.
Canned beef, not corned beef.
We've
Yeah,
lost the
it's
Great
canned
McRib.
corned beef.
It could be corned.
The Grand McRib.
The McRib!
Depending
on how quick you got here, you might see the.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if Fuzzy would have seen you go in or not.
No,
If
Fuzzy
so,
was
I'd
distracted,
say-
pulled around the corner. It's more
Okay,
funny if you
yeah.
guys don't move Zormir is.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
with
He's
that, then
disappeared again.
we'll head up for Lou's turn.
Hey.
And Lou, you just got into the veil surrounding with the necrotic wall of energy surrounding where once was the headquarters and may still be the headquarters. Who can tell? What would
I
you like?
theorize not.
Against Neil's better judgment,
I'm sorry.
Lou is we're just going to stick to the plan and assume that the rest
We're
of the
inside,
party
clearly.
have gone in. It's like, I obviously know that it's magical darkness. It's like, they've
From
gone
your
in.
conventions.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd walk in. Obviously,
Alright,
can't
you
see
do that.
anything.
Make me a. What was this again? Where the hell did I get this?
I want to say it was a charisma
mean-
save, if memory serves. I don't know what the DC was, but I believe it was a charisma save.
Oh,
Fuck, you didn't pass.
Where did I put this in my notes?
Nor did I. I just didn't take any. Oh no, I did pass.
No,
You-
you,
you
didn't
passed.
take any damage because,
Because I
You
have
like-
resistances.
ASMR.
You have resistances. You
And
took-
it was
you would
only
have
like
taken,
two.
Yeah.
You would
it's
have
like too
taken one
necrotic.
damage. You would have taken one damage. I think it was like one necrotic because you nat 20'd.
Yeah.
And so you didn't take any.
So you went in first and you're like, no
It's
damage.
fine.
It's
There's-
Then
there's
fucking
nothing
walked
wrong here.
in- Then fucking walked in, took like 10 damage, and someone to shadow which stabbed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm not going in.
Yeah, well, I'm not going in there.
It's dark.
It's clearly only hurts the non-good people.
But Alvina was literally about to walk in, but she was like keeping an eye in case the dragon came back on our backs because she has like the good eyes.
Male,
and
yeah.
then everyone was like, nope, we're not doing that. It's like, okay.
Like, we're leaving now.
And we got eaten by a dragon.
Yum.
Oh, good enough. There we go. That'll do. All right. Make me a, and this simply was. Does charisma make sense?
I think it was charisma.
Yeah.
I remember it
thought
was
it
a
was
mental save. I remember it was a mental save. I can't remember which one.
Yeah. Normally these things are wisdom. Problem is the DM didn't actually had clearly based this on something, and it didn't actually write in his notes what it was based on. It's not
Yeah.
actually, I can't find it in his notes if he did. Silly DM.
It's a something shadow form.
It was like the Veil of Shadows.
Oh, was it the shadow ability?
You
It
said,
created
yeah, I
that.
would know that it's the Veil of Shadows.
No, from the creatures, the shadow. It might have been that ability that you based it on.
No, I think it just summons shadows.
Ah.
But that is a. You know what? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to cycle your soul anyway, so we're going charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like funny if it wasn't.
Yeah, you can't remember.
Charisma saving throw, Neil.
23.
Yeah, nothing in here. Don't worry, problem is it's fine. It also explained why the point succeeded.
I think it was entertaining that fuck you failed.
Yeah, there we go. I found it. Yeah, charisma save.
Yay.
So,
Um,
yeah, I gingerly walk in.
You do.
Yeah,
There you
Arms
see about
outstretched.
5, 10. I think I gave it like a radius of 10 feet you could see in front of you. Almost like you're walking into dark smoke or fog. Technically, specifically fog rather than smoke. Smoke actually burns your eyes. This one is just like walking into a foggy day, but is kind of the shadowy dark fog instead of the white fog.
The one you get on like it's an evening and it's gotten foggy.
Yeah,
Yes.
or a horror movie that involves fog, because all horror movies involve
Every
fog
horror
at some point.
movie involves fog.
Yeah, let's just wait for the nurses to come.
To be fair, it is a setup so you can't see anything unless it's over like within right next to you, so it makes sense.
I think The Mist would probably be the best movie reference for that one.
Yeah, the mist is like very, very white. It's like blindingly foggy.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I'm
that,
sure
but
You've got
it
the
being
fog.
black.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it's based on Shadow and Bones' Veil, so
Yeah.
Okay.
imagine that. I'm pretty sure I threw a picture in last time. Okay, it's gonna go find it. But more importantly for Lou, this feels fine. Other than the fact that you can only see 5 feet in front of you, you walk into the shadow, and nothing here. How far into the
Yeah.
building would you like to go?
I mean, I would,
You know where the door is,
I
right?
would continue straight ahead as far as I can go.
This is how we get Lou
Um,
into our timeline.
Only he's already in the shadow. He actually comes out having already fully investigated. But as you're walking through what you once remember being the courtyard of the Rebellion headquarters, you get up to where the door to the Rebellion headquarters should be, and you do find the door as you remember it. As you push open the door into the building, you come in again to the building itself is still filled with this fog. It seems to permeate rooms. But as you walk forward, you eventually come across the reception desk exactly where it should be, as far as you can remember. Everything here looks normal, if abandoned. There's stacks of folders kind of scattered about the place, chairs being tipped over. There's like some drawers pulled out, and like it looks like there was like a rush to evacuate. Are you looking for anything in particular in the Rebellion headquarters?
And just like seeing that it's all been sort of like possibly ransacked or just grabbed in a hurry. It's like any possible notes that could possibly allude to what may have happened.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Probably at disadvantage because you can't see more than 10 feet in front of you.
That's fair.
Makes it slightly harder to find things.
Five.
You can't make heads or tails of the documents you're seeing in front of you. You don't know what's useful, what's not useful. There are
Critical.
names and there are places and numbers. You find like a little inventory for bread supplies.
Oh, that's useful. Keep it.
Where's the bread?
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
Infinite bread glitch. Bring it to the past.
Yeah, more bread.
But there's almost too much paperwork here. You can spend and this is just you looking around for like 5-10 minutes. It might be possible that if you spend more time you might find something, but I don't know, maybe it's doing Lou's head and maybe it's giving you a bit of a headache, just like how unorganized or how nonsensical the order of all this is. I'll leave it up to you as to how much you want to decode this paperwork.
Turns out Lou's a real neat freak. He's actually going to do the filing system for them.
Yes, Lou. Give some thoughts to what you want to do next. You vaguely remember the layout of the building for where you were. You have obviously an idea of where to get to, like the main headquarters part of it. Here.
You cut out for a second there, bud.
Nope.
Yeah, I wasn't speaking. I was listening.
No,
Chris cut out.
Chris
Oh,
cut out,
right.
not you. Yeah.
Lou has some knowledge about the general layout of the top layer of the building from your past time here. So give some thought as to where you want to go, if you want to spend time at the reception desk, or if you want to go in and find the inner chamber, so to speak. But we'll come back to you next round for that. As Fusili, it is your turn.
Yay.
Fuzzy. With your, like, 5 health.
Yeah, so I'm just think of the 18 health, so
Oh, it's better than
I've got enough to rush in there.
Die.
I suppose you could go around the corpse and into the water.
Yeah, just gotta hop over the dead Kogoth. Get slightly distracted by the shiny, but try and help Zorma out first.
It's 20 feet in the water. Die.
Give me a perception check. You weren't actually sure if you'd seen.
Oh
them
yeah,
going
yeah, I
before.
didn't actually know I'm in there. He's in there. Okay, if I don't see him, then I've got an alternative plan. 16.
16, you didn't previously know where they were, but as you jump over and you kind of like look around, your eyes notice these shadowy shapes in the water, and you pick out the heavenly figure of your apparently would-be deity. Yep, there they are, 20 feet down in the water.
I'll say the cow is stuck in the reflection realm, and then dive in to attempt to help him.
You mean the water?
I think they know what
Sure.
water is.
Yeah, Vasily doesn't.
No.
Everyone else is like Vasily.
Fizzy, no, they know what water is. They're just also very dramatic.
Oh, you're the theatre student. Understood.
Yeah. So
I bite my
jump
thumb
in,
and
attempt
use
to get
that.
Zorma out, and ungrapple the Quaggoth if it's still attached.
It is still attached. Go ahead and make me a athletics check.
Athletics
It's +4.
+4. Thank you.
They don't have athletics, but they're just strong.
I say I've got the
Nope.
stat block open, but just trying to open it to look at it.
Oh, you probably got it.
Well, as long as you beat a 7.
Yay!
Yep.
Just with its newfound disorientation and confusion, you're able to just rip Zormir away from the Quaggoth's grapple as the Quaggoth resorts to just like starting to swim itself up, and are able to pull Zormir up to the surface.
Yay. Lift out, put on, shore, pat head.
Fuzzy's gonna get a gold star because he saved the gods.
He's gonna get an extra fish at the end of this.
Yes.
He's gonna get dessert.
And all I had to do to get an extra fish was dive into some water and grab something.
Yeah.
Wait.
All he's going to do is get dirty looks for Morzo stealing his place in the gods' love.
Stealing your glory.
Fine, I would have let him drown then.
Just
that, we,
throw him back in. Just throw him
I'm
back
over here. I don't know what's happening, but I'm saying if you steal my place, I will kill you. I will kill you in your sleep.
Kill you in your sleep.
As a pat.
Ooh.
Cowman dry?
No, it's still soaked.
Alright, with that, you come to the next round of the initiative, which we're probably gonna mop up here once Zormir's out, because one of them is free and struggling away, and the rest are fucking incapacitated. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First, we're gonna head back to the other side and resolve that. Alvina, you are able to make your way over to Gwent if you'd like.
Yeah, she is going to be asking while it basically like going through the lava if any of the fire spirits have any idea what happened. She does speak Ignan, so I believe you said they probably don't because they're very flighty, but
Yeah, they have much. They don't really retain a sense of history, like the beasts do. You ask them, but they're unable to answer any questions regarding history. As far as primordials are concerned, there doesn't exist such a thing.
Yeah, they just give me some like just random things that are immediately happening.
Yeah, and you're able to but you're able to make your way across there and get over to Gwent. We'll move the point and focus you actually onto the brain. Let's move you back a layer. There we go.
Because
put you on
they're
there.
about to die.
Yep. They're about to join the hive mind of Shroom.
But after a couple, probably like 10, 15 minutes, but we're not technically in initiative this. This more matters for Fukyu and the point. But we'll get to that in a second. You arrive and Gwen and Alvina, you meet up with each other.
Right, so
Hey!
hey, Gwen, how are you doing? Where are they? What have they done?
Well, okay, so underneath the city is a large hive mind.
Oh, is it the ants?
No, mushrooms, apparently.
Oh, there
So-
are also giant cat-sized demon ants.
Okay, new nightmare. Good. I'll put it
There's
on the
about-
back burner.
There's
Thanks for
about
that.
100, there's about 100, 200 of them. They're over there. Some locusts.
Oh, there's so many! Good,
It's ants.
good.
It's ants. I'd be more worried if we only found like one or two, to be honest.
At that size, yeah.
Oh,
I
also,
mean-
there's no humanoids here other than us. Lou's not here.
Still?
Yep, Lou's still not here. Don't know where he is. It was no fiends, right?
No pain.
No.
Yeah. And there's no fiends.
Okay.
So there's one thing. There's no fiends.
This is good.
No fiends. Very few people. Just us lot. Giant evil ants.
Yes. Are they evil?
They are the size of a cat, pitch black with glowing red eyes.
And the locust said
And
they
the
were.
locust told me they were evil.
Yeah. But you're what, like 6.5 foot tall? You glow red sometimes.
Yeah.
Hmm?
That's what I'm going. The locust told me they were evil. I'm going off of their opinion of them.
Just
I
because
think
they
using
using
think, oh god.
Alvina as example of some glowing things aren't evil is really working in your favor.
Hey, she's
Oh, I'm just saying that
technically
Alvina's probably evil, so. Okay.
You
Well.
think I'm a figment of your imagination.
Well, yeah. When you're in
Yeah.
lava, yes.
So, unfortunately, after Fuck You went downstairs and, of course, did not tell us he was okay, he just seemed to ooze through the rocks in a way that was quite unsettling.
Oh, yeah, he's a liquid.
Once
How
again,
Shiggy
not a thing.
disappears and that lamp shows up.
I see him put the lamp on every time. I don't know why you lot miss it.
What do you
Well,
mean puts
he-
the lamp on?
I mean, obviously he helps the lamp because we never see him in the same room at the same time. They're not the same person.
Yeah, they're clearly not the same person.
Yeah.
It's just a lamp.
I say while unconscious. You hear my
You're
words.
going
Okay.
for Alvina. Alvina has failed every single time critically to figure out it's fuck you. So she is absolutely convinced we just have a walking fucking lamp on the ship.
When you are also aware of the occasional shadow that seems to be following Fukyu.
Yeah, so, like, he's not the lamp. Like, he is the lamp, and the shadow that follows the lamp, I don't know what that is, but it's there.
No, the lamp's
So,
different.
anyway.
Maybe the lamp's the shadow that follows fuck you. That would explain a lot.
We're going to have a talk with pictures that I can draw on the wall to show you. But we don't have time for
Yeah,
that
okay.
now.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
Where are they?
So, point down the hole.
I looked
So-
down the hole and I just found something about dark vision, entertainingly.
Yeah.
Alvina can actually see 1 full mile in the dark. Because of how dark vision works. Dark vision basically puts it to dim light after 60 feet. But Alvina's eagle eyes means she sees dim light as bright light. So she can actually get her full vision on anything that's not magical darkness. Or illusion.
Unfortunately for you, the way tunnels work is they aren't a straight line.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Can I see
Ish.
them looking straight down?
You cannot. It is a twisty, turny, spelunking
Warren.
tunnel down. You do see some like slight glowing, just kind of radiating up the rocks of like a purple-orange glow.
So,
That's-
we sent the point down next. He did the sensible thing and told us where he was going.
Okay.
Fuck You is attached to mushrooms. With like a mushroom cap.
Okay.
And then I imagine, and I can't say this for certain, I imagine somehow the point decided to give them powers of some kind.
Yeah, that would be very in character.
Checks out.
The mushroom-
With that, let's switch over to the point.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a new page for this. 1 second. I won't go back for this. Don't worry about it. This is 100%. We're about to find out what's happening here, but let's go with
I
that.
dub these Sir Mushroom with
Search
these powers.
This is where fuck you would point get mushroom powers somehow.
Oh god, no.
Just
Partial-
to give Gwen more nightmare.
Spore mages.
Ooh,
Half mushroom,
Hey,
half
yes,
goblin.
spore druids. They're quite fun.
Half gobbling, half
big purple
fuck you.
square.
Yeah.
The cube.
So this is the violets we were asked about. Is there a gradient on this square? Or is that just my screen? I can't tell.
I think it might just be your
Why not?
screen.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's your screen.
Fair.
Think we have a fuck you.
We have fuck
There's
you.
a,
There
there's
you
a
go.
tiny fuck you.
It might not be a tiny fuck you. It might be just a really big map.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's just really big now. 1 second. I also need to quickly get an image of something else. I don't need you.
Mushroom
but they'll
god,
show up in a
mushroom
second. So,
god.
Just don't let Gwen
Is
see it.
this
He's
square the thing you
traumatized
had to
enough.
cut? You had to dash away to fix.
dash away to fix.
So
Earlier,
that's
you
the-
had to
Yeah,
Earlier,
it's
you had to
okay.
quickly
Something
fix
else.
something.
What
Was
was
it making this square?
that? No. I mean, the longest part of that was me just uploading the Yeti stuff. I'm pretty sure there was something else I needed to. I know what it was. That's not shown up yet. Because that requires you to interact with the Drider, and you've not interacted with the Drider yet.
That's
Okay.
entirely fair.
And the reason why I gave the Drider the ability to speak. Let's open you and grab you. But for now, the point, you find yourself in what can only be described as a more kind of ghostly version of cyberspace.
Where is the point?
Oh, not the point. Fuck you.
Imagine
Okay,
put it on
that's
map,
it.
where is it?
I'm in a ghosty
Point
version of
hasn't showed up
cyberspace, obviously.
He's still falling.
But as you glance around, you are on this like semi-reflective, deep purple landscape floor all about you, and there's a slight hue gradient across the sky, and you occasionally see little lights almost like shooting across. As you look down, and you have what can only be described as the idea of your body. How does Fukyu a personal self-representation inside their mind appear? How do you visualize yourself?
This
That's
is gonna be
before,
so
actually.
bad.
We've had this before, haven't we, from the dream? It's the same kind of shit.
Vaguely, yeah. He just basically just sees himself as himself. He doesn't think of him as any different. What you see is what you
He
get.
is
really.
already perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck you, stop looking in mirrors. There's
Maybe
bad
just-
people in those mirrors.
Yeah, he's in those mirrors.
Yeah, bad
Yep.
people.
Maybe a few extra trinkets or something on him.
I mean, he's decked
Yeah,
out in gold.
He's all
yeah.
blinged up.
Yeah.
Richer. Fuck you.
He's got like knuckle duster ring saying like "fuck you." I'm
Fucking
going
you.
across, going across
He's
both
got a bit
hands.
of a gut, a real nice suit.
I mean, there's not
Oh,
enough, not enough fingers for fuck you. Fuck you's name.
And
Yeah,
Is
but
that
actually,
real?
I'm thinking
fuck
that-
you.
It's like one individual ring, but it's got a big grill that says the entire thing.
I'm saying that episode someone's going, but oh, did you sell your hair? No, I'm now 10 foot tall and made of solid gold.
But you find yourself alone in this horizon around you. What would you like to do?
Seems nice. Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
After
hi
a
there.
after a couple moments, almost like phasing into existence next to you, almost like a ghost phasing into corporealness, are two humanoid mushrooms.
Myconids!
Fucking that's what got me the freaking.
Oh, I love Myconids.
Only
love
these
it.
micronids are dressed up in like fingerless gloves and leather trousers with neon lights attached to their body, and appear to be wearing sci-fi phaser helmets or eyeglasses over their face.
They're cyber goths.
They're cool Myconids.
Yeah. Cyberpunk Myconids.
Cyberpunk Myconids.
In telepathy, or kind of just like you feel it in your, like a pressure in your head as they're talking to you. The taller of the two looks at you. Are you the chosen user? Have you returned to us?
Oh my
Yes.
God. Yeah, sure, why not?
If someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. Please enter appropriate passwords for authority check. Or authorization check? For authorization check.
Password.
That's the same password as me.
Admin. It's always admin.
Yeah.
No, it's admin 1.
Zormir.
If that works.
Roll me a fate die. Roll 80-20.
Please not.
13.
Ah,
Yeah, that's not bad.
Authorization not recognized. Would you like to create a new user account?
yeah.
Can't remember
Please state-
password.
Please state level and hacker class.
Top and the best.
New user top registered.
Go.
Alright, one second. DM's gotta take note of this. This might come up in the future.
Oh,
What would be
God.
the closest hacker class to that?
I don't know what's the best.
Registering as class as most appropriate class, the chosen one.
The chosen
no.
one!
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I mean, fuck you is the chosen one. Chosen by Gwent to go in the hole.
Yep. First chosen by Gwent to go in the hole.
The shorter one kind of steps forward at this point. Top, it's been many years since we last got a registered user. We have a list of defects and bugs that have crept into the system since the last patch update. Have you come to deliver the latest patch update?
No.
The two glance at each other with a worried expression on their mushroom faces.
I've been told by the previous chosen one to shut down
Neil.
systems.
They glance back at each other. You would like, when you refer to the last chosen one, do you mean the last user registered under the class of chosen one?
Yes.
Authorization level not valid.
Oh, you are the only chosen one.
Okay. List users. Can you list the users? Are there any other users?
118 users detected.
Who was the first one?
118, okay.
How many of them at the point?
Who was the first user?
As long as you're not using PowerPoint.
My brain just went to the point, but in a Superman costume then.
But in the visage of a dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whenever if the point ever becomes like a superhero, they have to be called PowerPoint now.
Oh god.
Now, if you
They've,
look at
they've
this
already got a
size of
superhero name.
PowerPoint.
The point is already a superhero name.
Nah, that's your secret identity.
Yeah, if you get an Ubermensch like power boost, you will become PowerPoint.
Sure.
Yeah.
Requesting information on first registered user. Authorization bypassed. First user, Night Ghost. Class, Shadow Ghoul.
I think I might know who that is.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
So what was the name
Interesting.
again?
I
There,
wasn't
sorry.
expecting.
The username
Night
was
Ghost.
Night Ghost, who had the class of Shadow Ghoul.
Do you keep a record of like actual people's names or just their usernames?
We do not collect personal information.
Why not?
Would
can
defeat the
get-
purpose of this under covert operation against the Ethereal Republic.
The Ethereal Republic.
Is it Ethereal Republic? Shit, what does Chris refer to the fucking... Yeah, it's the Ethereal Republic. Yeah. against the Ethereal Republic.
Okay. How long has it been since the last user came here?
Last user to actively log in, estimating in name of whatever calendar the fucking system uses, because I don't think we have a name for the actual calendar. 115 years.
Oh, we've got a time.
Yep. 115 years. Okay.
At time, all active users disconnected.
Okay. That's probably... Yes, what happened outside. Okay. So, I'm not actually here. My real body is outside. Oh. Hello?
And at this point, the point pops in. The point.
Whatever
your-
the goblin says, disregard it, please.
No, don't do
What
that.
does your avatar look like?
My avatar would probably look like...
Tiny Elvis.
This is what I appear like in my head as opposed to idealized self, right?
Yes. It's effectively scanning your head and just taking your own self-representation to create your avatar.
In that case, you probably see recognizably the same dwarf, but slightly more fuzz on their hair, shorter beard, wearing essentially a morph suit, and
Yeah.
and looking slightly more feminine.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever the goblin said, disregard it.
No, disregard him.
New user detected.
Hello.
Please log in with user credentials.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have those.
Would you like to create a new profile?
Please, yes.
Please enter username and desired class.
Username, the point. Class, what options are there?
Checking date. Information corrupted.
In that case...
Newbie.
That case,
Oh.
inventor.
Idiot. Bad bard.
Rockstar, if that's an option.
Rockstar.
God creator.
Nuisance.
Goblin Wrangler.
Goblin Wrangler.
Please select one class, one hacker class.
Rockstar.
Synth Jacker.
Synth Jacker.
What the hell's a synth jacker?
I don't know, but it sounds cool in Cyberpunk.
It steals robots, I believe.
Jacker registered. Welcome. You needed just the point again.
The point,
Yeah, you say it was just the point. The next one I make will just be the point one.
That's why I asked how many with the point.
The point 1.0.
There were point
There's
one,
no way I'm
point
remembering my password.
Give the DM 1 second.
Oh, the underscore point, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, you gotta have special characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, like, we're the first users for like 115 years.
Oh. That kind of lines up.
Yeah. Apparently everyone disconnected at once, so it makes me think, like, whenever happened, or whenever what happened outside, disconnected everyone by killing them.
Yeah. What do we know about any of the other users? Oh,
The first one was a guy called...
request information on user Randy.
Yeah, the first one was called Night Ghost, and apparently he was a shadow ghoul.
Okay, that's sounds.
Edgelord, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he can't be the only edgelord, right?
There's at least 2, but I think the other one has more taste.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, I was just double checking something.
Are you looking up classes of a different RPG?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Shadow and Cyberpunk don't technically have classes in that kind of way.
Yeah.
It is just Decker in Shadowrun and all
I
the variants.
need a letter. I need a word that ends in starts with N.
And ends with.
That doesn't end at the end of anything, but it's like a synonym for like agent.
I think just number.
Yeah, numbers. Numbers are a good one.
It doesn't quite work.
Night Guard.
Navigator.
Night Ghost is now 1 word. Get used to it.
Okay.
Night Ghost is 1 word to make the acronym work because I want a bad acronym.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, Top and The Point. Would you like to equip the arsenal of the hacker infiltration team members of the ethereal Night Ghosts?
ENG. Oh, EN.
Yes.
Is that in this space or IRL? Or in the meat space?
That would be in the ethereal
Hitman,
space.
Okay. Then yes.
Provide authorization. Key request corrupted, bypassed. And at this, just all around you in the space, zooming in straight out of a name of a movie. That's still too plainly.
I know exactly the scene that you're about to say as well.
Yep.
Are just racks upon racks of cyberpunk cyber weaponry and tools.
You might have seen some of this before, actually, because Alveda showed up in some.
Oh, it's these people.
It's not, but. No Spartans here.
So I'm definitely going for whatever
The
looks
hell?
coolest. If there's something that vaguely.
What? No. I didn't see them.
I didn't see anything.
I was tabbed out. Yeah.
I was looking at chat.
Nothing happened.
I can
don't
move
believe
to the
you.
side. To be next to you. Anyway. But yeah, you can have a look at the weaponry if you'd like. Most of it looks to hit him. You just the members are silent. But you can get a glance of all of it, and all of it looks to be kind of, from the point at least perspective, all of it kind of looks to be nonsensical. Like these weapons aren't clearly made out of any form of physical laws that you are aware of. There's no like combustion chambers, there's no clear energy converters in them. If anything, they look to be more aesthetics than functionality. Fuku, what would you like to do?
He's gonna, whilst he's wandering around looking at looking at the stuff on the shelves. He's just gonna hold out his hand and try casting minor illusion, just to see if magic works in this realm.
As you do so, give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Six.
Oof.
Your magic doesn't work.
You don't believe enough.
So we're not in a real place, okay.
He's just going to follow along the point because, like, he doesn't really know much about technology stuff, and the point is an artificer and kind of knows what he's doing.
Nope.
Or at least fuck you thinks he knows what
As
he's
far
doing.
as fuck you know,
Yeah,
he
As
is.
fuck you know.
That makes sense. Okay.
The point. What are you doing?
So I'm looking at these. I mean, more style than substance is definitely just the point. So I'm just taking whatever looks coolest. And if there's anything that resembles Merida, absolutely taking that. Also, particularly taking anything that will cover my face and body.
Yeah, there appears to be almost like laser tag armor.
Yep.
Like most of the stuff looks straight out of Tron.
Nice. Yes, I'll take one of those like fully shiny helmets, put it over my head. Beard's still sticking out, but shiny
You do
helmet.
so. Eventually, you also find what appears to be almost like a large, like triangular machine gun shaped equipment.
That'll do. On my back.
All right.
At which point I'll remember. Yeah. At which point I will have a quick remember. Hang on, I was supposed to just be speaking to these guys, not getting on their wall. Oh well, I'll do that next round.
Chris also needs to remember what the currency would be, because they would have some pirated currency from an operations. Fuck you. With your natural inclination towards treasure, give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Investigation. No. Fuck you's rolling terribly tonight.
The point also give me an investigation check, but it'll be slightly higher DC for you.
Yes.
You are not loot sense. 20.
Yep.
Right. As your the point just naturally like moves towards what looks almost semi like a till checkout area.
Oh god, just instantly.
You just like start picking things off the rack, and then you start like immediately going for what this looks like the checkout area. Before your senses come back to you, and you realize of why would you? But as you do so, you notice a small pouch on the actual on the counter that seems to have a large like just specter, like almost like cartoon ghost on it, like it's got like a big face.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure I called them Spectre coins, but I actually need to double check what the hell I called them.
Something. It was Spectre. It was Spectre something.
Because I have mentioned them before.
You have.
Well, this isn't the Spectre core. It's one of the 4 currencies that you can get.
Yep.
No, you mentioned
Spectre coin is a cryptocurrency.
You mentioned Spectre, and then it was a like in unit name, I think.
Yeah, because they are effectively shitposting on Bitcoin. Because you're in ethereal space here. But you pick up a bag of Spectre coins. As you kind of like touch out of it, this little pixelated number appears above it, and it is 10,000.
Nice.
10 grand in Spectre coin. It's about what, a penny? 1 copper.
I'm going to put that into my inventory, which I assume is something I can do in cyberspace.
You open up your hood, put out your inventory, just put it in.
Yes.
While you're doing all that, we'll head back to Alvina and Gwen to see if any of them join you. You didn't immediately give them powers over anything. Well done, the point. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So fuck you said yes to equipping the weapons first.
Yeah.
I want it to be clear.
But Alvina, what were you up to?
Yeah, Alvina will be basically. Yes, she will be trying to go down a lot more carefully now that we know there's definitely dangerous things down here.
Give me an acrobatics or survival check as you're heading down, just for the tunnel's sake.
Oh god, you're gonna have the same reaction as I did. Just, oh good, they're just communicating with them. Oh god, it's those two.
No, Alvina's not at all gonna be like, oh good, they're communicating. She's like, oh, they're communicating, fireball. 19.
Yep, you easily make your way down with your natural wood elf instincts. I mean, this is just spelunking. You're just moving through a cave. You've done this plenty of times as a youth.
Yep. She'd also be keeping like eyes out because she's obviously got the full gigavision. as soon as she sees mushrooms, she's gonna like keep like press both arms and legs like against the wall to like just survey the situation before like touching ground.
She's gonna slice them.
As you do, give me a nature check. So you actually have a reasonable chance of understanding what's going on here. Mushrooms are
Yay.
heavily prevalent in Fantasia.
15
15? Pretty good.
with a -2. That's very good.
As you look around, you recognize that with their spotted nature and the smaller black dots dotted around the mushrooms, these are myconid death cups. Only they look a little strange from what you recognize. They look almost kind of inflamed and mutated in a way. Whatever you haven't seen this sort of mushroom. Well, you've seen this mushroom. You haven't seen this symptom before, but you have, with a 15, heard of myconid mushrooms effectively growing enlarged and engorged on radiation sources. So, and this kind of reminds you of this. It looks like these mushrooms have gotten a massive dose of power from something that has mutated them and probably given them slightly strange abilities.
Same thing has happened to me, ants.
Yeah, kind of, honestly, which Albina knows is bad. Right. Does she spot fuck you in the point from her vantage currently?
Yes, as you kind of just crane your neck down to kind of glance further into it, you do see Fukyu and the point, both of them hooked up to these mushrooms, mushroom cap heads and like vines entangling their limbs.
Okay. So she knows that it's definitely she pretty much knows that spores will come out of these things, right?
Yes, you know that myconid, especially myconid death caps, are known to, on any sense of threat, will and individually they're quite dangerous, but as a cluster their DC is actually much higher. Will just spew the area because they regenerate very quickly. Will spew the area with effectively knockout poison. And can potentially effectively inter a creature permanently within their root system, slowly feeding on them as they decompose.
Yep.
But you're also aware, luckily, it's a very slow process that if you're able to find them, isn't as life-threatening if someone's actively looking for you, but obviously the danger is that you just are never found again.
Yeah. Alvin will shout up to Gwent, basically like a TLDR of that, of myconid death caps. They do a knockout poison, and they're trying to eat them currently. Pretty bad, but it shouldn't be bad as long as we get them out quickly. If it happens to me as well, it is a poison.
You imagine you at least have like 3 months to get them out before they start starving to death.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not to fair, they might actually just die in 3 weeks due to lack of water.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But Alvina has a plan, which is probably horrible. What do I know?
Can
what...
you just
what?
Can you just like attach them to ropes and we just pull them up?
That was exactly what
So
I
we're
was
nowhere
thinking.
near the mushrooms.
Yeah. Does Alvina think she could get like tie it around like a foot of theirs?
You think it is possible. It is going to be a little dangerous because of how big the mushrooms are. You're going to have to do some very awkward acrobatic movements.
Yeah.
But you think if you're careful enough, you might be able to do it. Although you're probably going to want to get something to protect against the fumes yourself.
Yeah. Is it inhaled?
It is inhaled.
Okay. Alvina's basically going to take like a Actually, yeah, she'll use her cloak because she's got the gargoyle cloak. She'll basically wrap like a big chunk of the gargoyle cloak like around her nose and mouth as like a makeshift mask. And before she does it, she will basically be holding her breath for it.
All right. What is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution
How confident
modifier
are you?
is +3.
You also get 4 minutes.
And she is, before she does it as well, as she's getting this all set up before she actually goes into it, she will activate her Boon of Destiny, which is Peerless Athlete. which is advantage on strength, athletics, and dexterity acrobatics checks. I can carry, push, drag, and lift twice as much weight as normal. My distance for my long and high jump increases by 10 feet. For 10 minutes, all of this. Basically, she'll be doing that, and then she will be totally just grabbing one in each hand and then jumping up the the corridor.
She's now a gymnast.
She is a gymnast, actually.
Wait. Let me get down there as well to help.
No, it's a bad idea. It's a lot of climbing. You won't be able to get out fast enough.
I can
You
spider
still
climb.
have your spider climb.
I imagine it's lots of little like twists and turns. It'll be like slowing you down mainly, like small area. And also, if we both do it, then there's more likely for us both to get knocked out.
Okay.
And then
Can you
nobody will
throw
find you.
a rope up to here so we can?
Yeah.
So if the rope goes limp, at least I know you're down as well, and then.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
you guys have got 3 weeks. You can tie up Alvina as a backup plan.
Yeah, she will pretty much go like tie a rope around her waist, get it up to Gwent to hold basically, and if you feel,
Which brings us to the question: how many 50-foot ropes do you both have?
I have one.
I have, I think, 2 actually. 'Cause I think I have someone else's.
So that's 150.
I remember I have a special rope. What do I have?
Is
it-
it rope
was
of
it-
mending? I think.
Was it? Yeah.
It might be a rope of many because my original one broke, so I went out and got a better one.
I remember someone having a rope of mending.
Okay, I just realised the
Lou
rope
had
mending is a
it
reference to a
because
magic
The
trick.
professor
Yeah.
gave
Mhm.
Lou, but Lou traded it for something.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
You might have fuck you's rope because he doesn't have any.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I have one 50-foot rope and 2 25-foot ropes because I stuck the guy threw away my old one apparently. So.
Okay, so we can
Still
tie
makes
Gwent's rope
it
to Alvina.
150.
And I was gonna say you could probably just tie, or you could just have Gwen have hold of all 3 of them. But the cavern is probably a good 60 foot down, so Gwen's gonna have stuff a little bit into the cavern.
Yeah, be,
Um,
I can imagine we have the 50-foot ropes tied together. So and then those are the ones tied to Alvina, and the 2 25-foot ropes I'm going to be tying to each of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So unfortunately, if Alvina goes unconscious before tying up the other 2, are you gonna tie the end of the 2 ropes to yourself as well?
Yeah, there'll be one on either arm.
Just that way, as soon as you tie those 2, you're all technically connected, and Gwent has the ridiculous task if somehow Alvina does go unconscious to drag all of you out.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
Just to let you know, if you do go unconscious, I'm just gonna make the Gwentmobile and drag you out that way.
I'm
I
fine.
can heal you
That's
up
clever, I like
afterwards.
that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
I thought you were going to.
Alvina has accepted this.
I have a question.
She is in her Uber mode, so she definitely can easily carry the pair of them without really any effort.
Yes, Dortmer.
If attaching a non-repairing rope to a repairing rope, will the repairing rope then absorb the non-repaired rope?
No.
All right.
It's not how it works.
Because that would be a weird thing for that
Yeah.
rope to do. Because
Also,
then you just have an
we-
infinite length rope.
Also,
I-
we don't have the mending rope. That was Lou's one. I remember we had one, but Alvina doesn't have.
Hmm.
Also,
Lou-
whoever is tying the ropes, go ahead and make me an intelligence sleight of hand check to see how good your knots are.
Can I be a survival check? Because rope is a tying ropes is usually a survival thing. For
I'll allow
camping
it. Yeah, that makes sense.
stuff. Yeah, I'll take a 15.
Nope, so
bad.
decent enough. Yeah. While you're all setting that up, because that will take a good
Oh, yeah.
10, 20 minutes of prepping.
Yeah.
The other 2 are unconscious, or in the ethereal space.
Yeah.
Let's head back to our favorite group of Fantasy Gang. So
Yay.
that's Alvina, the point. Orzo, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, everybody's dead up here, so I'm just going to haul ass all the way down. Just dash, dash, dash. I need to see my god. He has not left me again.
You will not leave again.
So,
Assume this space
I'm
is still
gonna
difficult
dash all the
terrain.
way here. Oh yeah, so I'm using everything to get there.
Yeah.
I don't know no
Yeah,
bonus
that
action, just to get here and go like, where is he?
You see Fuzzy just sort of straightening out his arm and patting his head.
You son of a bitch.
He's waterlogged as well.
How
He's
dare
waterlogged.
you.
Senpai noticed me.
I leave you alone for 2 minutes and you're already touching him. How dare you.
Okay, the other one has also submerged and come out of the water. The only remaining Quaggoth who can do anything is kind of just clawed himself out of the water and is shaking his fur everywhere. Water splashing about. But is looking a little disoriented. He's still under control, but doesn't have the psychic imprint to tell him what to do. So he is just gonna currently take the defensive action and probably just dodge for now. And noticeably to the rest of you, the Quagga appears to be on the defensive. He's kind of scanning around the room, looking at everyone, kind of just crouching in on himself in a defending position and getting ready to like jump out of the way of anything. Zormir, you have just been dragged up out of the water by Fusili, and you two are currently on this little like rock outcropping, with the actual like upper ledge like another 2 feet above you. Your head kind of comes over it, but you just like say you're like half down into the pool.
Will use movement to get me up onto the that I can stand and see this other one here. The bug off here.
Yep.
Knowing that the Drider can't do anything still. These two are incapacitated, and that one's looking a bit confused.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grasp the collar of this one, and I'm gonna use my Black Arcanite tool to try and sever it.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
You can do it.
Is that
You got this.
a flat attack? No disadvantages, nothing like that.
No, you're no longer in the water.
Just increase DC from the cold shot. Hey!
18 exactly makes it. Knowing what you're looking for and how to break it, you're able to now just kind of break the entire chain off. And it comes loose. But the creature is still hypnotized because it technically didn't damage it. What would you like to do?
Whilst I'm doing this, I'm gonna say, interesting way of using white arcanite, along with what was it, twisted silver, to control people to fight for you, you useless Drider. Or I'm basically insulting him and seeing if he actually understands my comment.
Her comment with her long silky hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it
injury to
understands.
insult.
They are still semi drooling from being hypnotized. They didn't. Yep. If they do understand you, they are too hypnotized to react.
Well,
See a vegetable.
Anko.
I'm
gonna drop the concentration on the thing to see if the reaction from this thing, and to see what she says.
Do you want to like go and break over this one's first as well, or?
Do I have enough?
Can you? Oh, you
Yeah,
can.
they're hypnotized for like another 5 rounds, and this one is gonna like just stay in its little corner.
Oh, I'd probably do that if I felt I had enough time to do that, but obviously that's gonna take a few.
Yes, it's more importantly, are you able to convey this to the Yetis to not attack the one that is hypnotized?
Okay, I'll try and say and do the charades of
Give me an intelligence check.
check.
Let's see how well you convey it.
Charade check.
Charade check, you pass. Yep, the rest of the Yeti gang, you understand that Zormir does not want you attacking these things. Some of you are aware of basic magic anyway. You do have shamans and stuff in your tribe. And hypnosis, and there are plenty of creatures, especially because this place is riddled with umberhawks. You understand charm magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never seen your site do the charm magic, so this is fascinating.
This is
It's like, that's what it looks like.
So much
It's
more
really
convenient when
scary.
your site's the one doing it.
Yeah, our side has the magic.
Oh, you
Have I
also
gone-
you literally paralyze yourselves. You all have the capability of paralyzing a creature.
We obviously probably haven't seen the charm like from our point of view. Like it's swaying on the spot. It's not moving, but it's not frozen.
But give me another attack, Zormir, just to check how you do on this other one. If you blunder a 1, you accidentally stab it.
Right. Ah.
Yep, you're also
Just saw the
able.
37 come. I was like, what the fuck?
You got a 37 on a d20.
But you are also able to decollar this one, as it were to say. Would you like to get into particular any positioning? You and the Yetis. Yes, the Yetis are able to have a couple turns. Where would you all like to position yourself before you drop concentration on hypnotic pattern?
I'd get the
Should we-
Yetis.
Also around
Move
the
yourself.
Drider.
If we find it, it goes around
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah,
Don't
Ready,
forget the
yeah.
Drider is on the ceiling, probably about 20 feet above you.
It'd be underneath
climb.
her
We've
then.
all got climbing
we can
speeds though.
climb, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of you climb up and literally surround the Drider.
He like
Yeah.
frying pan
Yeah.
raised in one hand.
Claws
Right.
ready.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Ready
There's
to
a-
mug it. We're
I
gonna mug it.
suppose if we wait another round enough long for me to get my another attack, I would have broke the last of that color on this one as well.
He'd have to let
Give
you.
me a either it does have 6 intellect and it is hilariously a humanoid. Give me a persuasion check.
Slightly less intelligent than Alvina. We found a humanoid that Alvina's smarter than, guys.
All right, persuasion.
No, not a Yeti. I think Yetis are actually more intelligent than it. Yes, they are. The Quaggoths are slightly less intelligent than Alvina.
10.
Alvina is the middle between the pair, hilariously.
As you kind of
The
try
middle
and approach
intelligent
it,
child.
Yes,
it backs away. It doesn't seem to be innately hostile to you, but it also doesn't seem to want you coming close to it. And you suspect that if you try to like force the issue and get close to it, it will attack out of just fear.
Okay.
Because, dog in the corner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Since I can't convince that one to get the color broken, I'm just gonna wait until the Drider's released from this, and then hopefully they have no control over it anymore.
Are the other two gonna surround it as well?
Fusili and Soba, where would you like to be? Would you like to be over by the Drider too?
Yeah.
Just
I'll
surround.
be. So I'll be round the
What you're
back
supposed
where
to say,
the stabby
Zormir,
bits are
is-
not. Just because
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Yeah, I assume you guys are kind of vertically surrounding her as well, because I can't do it on the map.
Okay, I'm gonna wait one more round just because I think this will be even more hilarious.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Spider Climb on myself and just
You
walk
also
up to them.
surround it.
Walk up to them so that they know that they have no chance of getting away.
You are surrounded. Surrender.
So I'm
God,
basically
swaggering
just
across.
I'm assuming you weren't actually trying to shatter that, right?
oh, did it
You
click shatter?
shattered,
Click shatter,
yeah.
not spider climb.
All right. Yeah, I misclicked. They're both the same spell level anyway,
Yeah.
and basically walk up the wall to them and go. And
Hi.
obviously doing that's going to break the concentration on it anyway, because
Yeah,
concentrate
you're
for spider.
strolling up the wall. You go, okay, I break concentration. There's a pack of Yetis surrounding.
Yeah, Reservoir Dog style.
What is a group of Yetis called? I'm about to Google.
an abomination, I believe.
Walking up the wall to them.
Yeti?
and going,
An abominable.
So it's not Yeti.
well, now who's ambushed?
Well, you're thinking of like the plural of Yeti. whereas a group of Yeti would just be called an abominable.
A collective term for a group of Yeti.
Like a bunch of owls is called a parliament. A bunch of crows is called a murder.
Well, we're about to commit a murder if this strider
Bunch
doesn't
of
play ball.
vultures called a wake.
Yeah, it's a. What's it? It's a bunch of weasels called a trouser, I believe.
Flurry! It's a flurry of Yetis!
Nice.
Right.
That actually makes sense, you know.
Yeah,
like
because it's
snow.
snow! Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that! It's a
Doctor
flurry
stuff. Okay.
of Yetis.
Cool. Let's do that. All right. As you've all paraded yourself around this Drider, you very clearly pressing your advantage here. You drop hypnotic pattern concentration on the Drider, and you can see their body simultaneously relax from no longer being charmed, and then immediately unrelax as they get incredibly tense, staring at Zormir. And in Broken Common, the Drider just, you can kind of see her glancing very quickly, calculating out of the corner of her eye, stares at you, and in Broken Common whispers, "Sanctuary?"
Parlay! Parlay!
Yeah, waits for you to make the next move.
Die!
Hey, Zoma gets to decide if we're having spider for dinner.
Well, that all entirely depends on how well you behave.
You well behaved.
I'm always a good girl.
Did
I'm
not
looking-
realize what you were when you crept into our cavern. We thought you were the Cole Dotterson.
Carl Dotterson.
They hunt us, the Cole Dotterson. Very dangerous. We seek refuge from the Empire. No, not the Empire. From the Kingdom.
From the kingdom.
Kingdom monarchy.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Please, we did no harm, me and my servants. We are...
Oh, you think they're your servants anymore?
I treated them well.
Until you set them on a pack of Yetis.
Better than I can say for my contemporaries back in that cursed land.
Well, you'll come with us then, quietly, I suppose.
You are not aligned with the Cole Dotterson?
I don't know who they
I
are.
I have no clue
It's
who
like,
they are,
aligned.
so
Never
No.
heard of them.
Give me a persuasion check.
And it's a nat one.
Why are you aligned with these people? Because why? How do I know you're not aligned with these people? I don't know who they are to begin with.
You speak truth. Good. The Cole Dotterson have not gotten to the top lands yet.
Hmm.
Yants.
We must
Guys.
We must hurry. They were on our trail. Some of the most elite of his children.
Okay.
Oh.
We
Well-
must flee before the king tracks us down.
Don't try anything funny, and you will have my word that me and my friends will not hurt you.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
my word is a god.
But hurry, hurry. You will not stand a chance against them as you have us. Their numbers are far superior and their strength with it.
Yeah, they are ants.
I suppose we'll
You hope.
see how these react now that they've been decollared, and start making our way to the vehicle with my group.
Now they're together, they actually would like pack up and flee for it.
Okay.
So as soon as the hypnotic parent is dropped on them, especially because you guys are all like up on the ceiling, they're just gonna fucking, I guess they run back the way they came.
Mhm.
They're gonna close the vehicle. They're gonna
yeah.
steal our car!
See me rolling.
They
Alright.
steal the car and drive off. We hear an engine
Especially because they
starting.
have dead brethren all about them.
Jump
Also,
start.
yeah, the like the like 5 Yetis dripping with blood and intestines of the other ones. Like, not fighting that.
The Drider just like, "Tch, those collars were expensive. Arcanite is a restricted resource by the king.
Yeah, well, Zormeg collect a bunch of collars, I guess.
Alright, lead the way, strange mammalian.
Dr. Zalmia. And you are?
Razor.
Best Robot Wars robot that wasn't
I'll
Or
reckon I will
Yeah, silent.
I will convey that we're taking this one as best I can.
That's Cole Dorson, what she keeps saying. Her name is Hazar?
Razor?
Razor?
Looks like.
Razor makes sense. Razor.
Yeah.
Razor.
Mm-hmm. Well, convey as best I can to we're taking this one
Prisoner.
prisoner.
Never
If I
Yeah,
can.
you know what? You get that as a freebie. They innately understood that's what we were doing.
And if they're gonna take the bodies, they'll take the bodies, because
That's dinner.
hey, that's we were
Food.
here hunting.
We're here running.
So
Stop putting them. I didn't have like food. I'll be putting them in a big bag. Like, okay, this is food for later.
start making our way back to the vehicle, doing what we can. Taking the collars that are broken and any collars off them.
Given enough time, you eventually do so. As you get to like one that takes you like maybe a little longer, just because it's like the head is fully intact and it just takes like more time to like you kind of want to keep these intact rather than breaking them where you can. You can see Hazard getting more and more impatient. She's kind of like scarily looking over her shoulder, and with your passive insight, you very clearly understand that whatever has got this Strider freaked the fuck out, she is terrified of. She is very eager to be getting away from this location as fast as she can.
I will convey move to the Yetis
Quickly.
and get quick in
Um,
our pit.
Yeah, it occurred to me you actually don't even need to spend time taking the collars off. Like you were taking time taking them off
The heads.
until the Yetis just start picking up the bodies and taking them.
Yeah, literally, it's like, oh, you want the collar? Okay, just grabs
Just
it by the
take
head,
the whole
just
thing,
pulls
let's go.
the head off.
Yeah, you can take them off of the
it's a
trip.
2-4.
I just pull the head off and hand him the collar. Like, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah,
I think-
pull that
dinner.
off.
Yeah.
Hand him the collar, play with the
Okay.
head.
I think
I'm
the,
back. No,
the
I
one,
take the head off you and put it in the bag. So that's.
I'm
food
waiting for
later.
I'm waiting for the one coming off, the one who likes me the most, the most revenant way of handing over the collar.
like puts it like a crown, like in the middle of the hands. But Udon just like rip the head off and go, oh, here you go. Just hand it you, covered in blood.
I know, like
He's-
pulled off the head, taken the collar off of him, like slip the collar over your hand like a big ring or bracelet. Gives you,
You like?
I will give a thank you to them as best I can.
shoot a dirty look towards Fusili.
I think Udon needs to be inspecting. It's like,
I'm
okay, there's
watching
not too
you.
much damage here. Like, he's prepping for meals later.
Dinner might be a bit late. It's like
Nah,
injuries are causing me to be slower.
Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Make our way back to the. But
Door bus.
There's all
Yeah.
of us. There's all of us.
I think on our way back, I'll be trying to instruct them to cover tracks as best can, because you don't want
Wow.
anything.
It's a bus.
Well, anything that we can see that will be leaving tracks behind us, right? And
We'll We'll take a
again,
large.
disguise them.
We'll take a large rock that's the width of the bus and just like tie a rope to it, just put it behind.
Yeah,
it,
so
destroys
just
everything. So instead of 2 lines that look like a vehicle, it looks like an avalanche went through.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
Rock.
But I would assume some of them would understand the concept of we don't want them coming back with us or
Oh, the
whatever.
The
Tracking.
concept, absolutely. The ability, absolutely not.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's the kind of thing that's not feasible, unfortunately. We're in
Yeah.
a car through dirt.
We're doing our best.
We're
our
doing
Yeti
what we
best.
can, but unfortunately, it's impossible.
It's just a lot of shrugging and then like big, like sweeping motions. Like, yeah, we're doing it somehow.
Here's
Yeah,
little
we
finger
hang on the back of the bus, just doing it with our
Wait.
claws.
We're holding onto the back of the bus and just dusting our feet on the bottom.
Yeah.
It like just removes the tire.
Is that?
It's not gonna do anything, but the feeling is there.
It's like, well, this is the best we can do.
This car's
The
gonna weigh.
attempt was made.
This car's gonna weigh like 3 tons. Is the
Mhm.
main problem.
Yeah, you guys do your best. You guys do your. Some of you are gonna have to walk.
Yeah.
Quite a big one. But you start getting going on your way home. What would you like to do during the initial part of the trip?
Udon is definitely inspecting like the catch, as you'll be thinking of it mentally. It's like a cougar.
Also, who is driving the car?
I figured it'd be Zormio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You assume we know how to drive.
We're Yetis.
Hey, that doesn't factor in it. The question was, who's driving?
Mm.
Yeah.
Who's jumped in the driver's seat?
Yeah.
Weirdly, it's Razza driving. Anyway.
There's actually, yeah, the rider is driving. No, Udon is in the back, like maintaining the food,
Ooh.
essentially.
Fuzzy is also in the back, attempting to steal some of the food just to play with.
Is it slap? No.
So,
So
Sober's
just
got
trying
their,
to sneak around, yeah.
Yeah, he's hitting me with a pan on the hand. It's like, no, bong.
yeah, Sober's got their head
Shakes
hanging out
hands,
the
goes
window.
with that.
That'd be Fussy.
Also, his shotgun next to Zormir, smiling.
Funny, we're the 3 in. The other 2 are dealing with the making sure the rider keeps up.
Mhm.
Makes sense, right?
I assume we just tied Giant to the front of the bus. Or the
Front
top of the,
of the
or the top of the bus.
Yeah.
To the front
Good
of the bus,
ornament.
like, run it down.
Thought top said front. Front is still funnier anyway.
It's like a Mercedes got the
Like a hood
Mercedes
ornament.
logo sticking on the
Yeah.
top.
It's like when you've caught a deer and you've like tied it to the front of a pickup truck in like movies.
Yeah, but this deer screams and keeps turning around to look at you.
Yeah.
It's also like the size of a water buffalo.
I complied. I complied.
Are you questioning Hazard about any particular information during the first part of the journey?
I'll probably try to figure out what they are, like what they're saying that this colony of,
So finer details.
What the hell the kingdom is?
what the kingdom is, what exactly is chasing her.
Alright, give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
She seems reluctant to talk to you and tell you too much. The fact that you don't, she kind of answers with questions of like, "The less you know, the safer you'll be. Just be grateful you don't know."
I find it always better to know what's coming attacking you than, I suppose sometimes we got a group that does deal with this mystery guests. So,
Well, if you hurry this crepid vehicle quicker, you won't have to know.
Floor at Zormio.
Why are we going so slow?
Have you realized how much weight we have on this and the rest of the troop?
How closer are we to the surface world?
Oof.
Surface
That's a good
world?
question.
Yes, we
no
must find Skylight. It's the only time we'll be
Oh!
safe.
I was right. I think my theory is right. I think I know who the
Yeah.
kingdom is.
Yep. Yeah.
Because of that. Because of those exact words.
God damn it, Julia.
Yeah, vampires.
I was like, Cold's Dotterson appears to be Swedish for cold granddaughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doctor is.
Yeah.
Daughter, yeah.
do you think these Yeti live on the surface?
We are close, are we not?
We
Sure,
are.
whatever.
It is closer than the trek from the Undersalvos.
Probably.
Salvos, God.
No, under Salvos.
This has definitely turned into a nightmare. Why are we...
Yep, there's a vampire spawn.
And as you're having this discussion, suddenly Razor's face goes pale white, which is quite impressive for like a drow, or I guess the dark elf face in Alterra, because the drow don't exist. For quite impressive for like a pale purple face already.
Oh.
And as you follow her gaze, standing in the corridor or in this like long stretch of cavern tunnel, in very like Renaissance noble guard,
Mm-hmm.
are these two like almost like 20-year-old, they look like they should be at like a nobleman's banquet, like drinking wine and partying. Are one is male, one is or male presenting, the other is female presenting. As they kind of just like stand nonchalantly in the middle of the road. The woman is kind of just like thinking her nails. The guy is just like stretching his arms out as they
Flexing.
wait for you to approach.
He's stretching. He's like just got up from sitting down for too long.
But they do not look to be like surprised that you're here, and they have an air of confidence, almost arrogance about them.
It's gonna be very funny if they're just vampires.
And we're on a bus. Run them down.
Run them down! It's fine, Zombie. You know exactly what to do.
Yep, he is a
Set the gauntlet to light.
It's not just that. Zarmir is pulling out the steaks covered in garlic and going, I wonder what I should do to you two getting in my bloody way. Tapping a garlic-covered steak in his hand.
Give me an intimidation check at disadvantage.
No.
Aw. Right. Right, where's my...
Your threat doesn't seem to have diminished their confidence in any way.
I want to see if they actually respond to me as well.
They look towards you, like they are watching you. They recognize what you've said. If anything, they both have a creepy smirk on their face as you say it.
I'm just gonna... How many steaks did you give me?
Oh, it was a whole bunch.
I'm just gonna start handing steaks back to
Actually,
the
move
rest.
these to the damn map player. 1 second. Oh, actually, continue what you're doing. I'm just moving the walls to the map player.
Handing the steaks to the Yeti and mimicking pointing at Heart and them.
I
Especially
lick the steak.
Fuzzy is trying lots of different positions of holding the steak, trying to find one that works best.
Damn it, Gwent's not here to, bless the water.
If only we had a cleric of Zormir.
Cleric of Zombie. I think that is
He's a-
sober.
He's a god.
No, it wouldn't be sober.
Who would it be then?
Also,
Yeah,
Orzo.
also.
Yep.
Or is it the
I
cleric?
think when the Yetis level up, You get to choose a class.
It's completely breaking the cosmology for Terra.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, Gwen's a cleric, so.
It's also annoyed.
Hmm.
So the cosmology is the Yeti's leveling, not Zora being a god.
Yeah.
Good God.
Hmm.
All right. But are you continuing forward?
Yep.
You have passed out these garlic infused steaks.
And then I'll switch my gauntlet to radiant and go.
Is anyone jumping off the cart to race forward?
No.
Screw it,
I
Ragu.
kind of
So-
want to see the car hit the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see you hit a vampire with a car.
Yeah. I mean,
Ragu
Sober
will
probably
jump
would jump
off.
out, yeah.
All right. Anyone who is like deliberately racing ahead of the cart, go ahead and move your minis a couple feet ahead. I don't need the shadow not block anymore or right now. Oh, where the hell did I put it? There we go.
Had to zoom right in.
Goodness.
Better go there because I don't want to get run in.
Okay. So, and finally, Zormir, give me a perception check as a shiver runs down your spine.
Perception.
Oh Jesus!
9.
9. You do not see it coming.
Okay.
I
I don't have an Alvina.
Yeah.
Sort of warning.
Zormir, as your car is moving forward and Ragu and Soba rush forward, are the rest kind of keeping around the cart?
Staying with my god.
I'm in the cart, but like leaning out of the window, ready to stab when we go past.
Well, you would if, as you enter a clearly pre-designated area, large, slightly teal-colored, well, maybe not teal-colored, slightly colored force fields spring into existence around the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Zormir, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
To be a wall of force spell. For those who need a reminder of what a wall of spell force does, it is the most annoying tool the DM has in their arsenal.
Pretty much.
As Zormir, you recognize that you are now trapped.
Mm-hmm.
As stepping forward, Ragu and Soba are outside the force field. I'll let you guys decide what you want to do in a second. But
'Cause
stepping
these are
forward
smart.
and sweeping their hands in a bowing gesture, the vampire spawn in a very
Oh, I think we've lost
So-
ourselves.
Did he drop
Got
out?
there.
Yeah, he dropped out of it.
For me.
Why is my internet acting weird? I
All,
have
all we
good
heard
internet.
was a very and then you dropped out.
Yes.
In a clear voice with good diction and in the common tongue, the two pale noble creatures in front of you
Mhm.
bow and introduce themselves.
Yep.
Let me take the lead of this one. Who's the elder? I don't know. Let's have Lavender be the elder. Ah, I see our guests have arrived, and that they've brought our quarry to us. Fair do, fellow travelers. I am Lavender Coldaughter. Welcome, and this is my brother, Jasper Coulson. It seems you've fallen into our little trap. But do not worry, we'll release you as soon as you hand over our quarry. Yes, the traitor known as Fazer. Unfortunately, she is under, she is under... She has a bounty on her head for crimes against the kingdom? Yeah, I guess that's what they would say. I don't know.
She has a bounty on her head for crimes against the kingdom. That kind of thing.
Yeah. What you have is possession of a criminal. Now, I have no doubt that Fazer has deceived and tricked you into helping her escape the arms of the law, and while I don't want to make assumptions about your level of sophistication when it comes to laws, I would assume you have some structure that would indicate that it is not correct to harbor illegal criminals. So if you agree to hand Fazer over, or better yet, if you just go ahead and kill her there, and then hand over her corpse, we don't need her alive. We'll release you from this wall of force and allow you to continue on your way. After all, you have done naught against the laws of the kingdom. What say you, noble creatures?
My question is, who is your leader?
We come on the authority of King Stratson.
Yep.
Oh no.
May his grace live for all eternity.
Bradson. Do I recognize the name?
Yes.
You mean you recognize Junior's last name?
Yeah.
Yes, it is Junior's last name.
Do you recognize Junior's?
Junior is the son of Count Vodford Strat.
Yeah.
Guessing they wouldn't think with me stepping towards the barrier.
They would not.
Okay. Oh, you just said the wrong name to me. And if they're not doing anything,
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work on the wall of force, right?
Wall of Force cannot be dispelled. Bob's gonna need to rethink their strategy there. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by Dispel Magic. A Disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly. However, the wall also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall.
I read the wrong
You can
part.
cast magic through it.
I read the wrong part of it. What it said.
Yes,
Was
by any chance, do you have
dispel.
Disintegrate?
No.
I want something that gives me disintegrate. I'd love it. That'd be hilarious to have Alvina with disintegrate.
Oh god.
Alvina can already do that.
No, she can destroy things. Disintegrate is more permanent.
That's he's still
While you're doing that, Ragu and Soba, what's your innate instinct here? Are you sticking by the wall or are you attacking?
Ragu would be attacking.
It's immediately going in. Well, Ragu's dead.
Oh well,
It
Zormir,
would-
unfortunately,
yeah.
while you're saying this,
Would it Sober have seen which one cast it?
neither of them cast it. It appears that they had an item set in the walls ready to bring.
Basically a trap.
Like a glyph of warding or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck you's gonna run up to
Not fuck you. Sober.
not yeah,
Sober.
Sober.
Now that they've introduced themselves, the female is called Lavender.
Lavender and
Lavender?
Jasper.
Jasper.
Jasper, yeah.
Yeah. Sober's gonna run
hang
up
on.
to Lavender.
Good.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I have no idea if Chris intended this, but I'm using this crack theory. Lavender is the color of James's hair, Jasper is Jesse's. They're Jesse and James.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Entirely unintentional.
Yep.
I mean,
I had to go and Google what color Jasper was.
Jasper's green. Right?
No, that's Jade. Jasper's kind of an orangey red.
Oh, I always
So
thought-
Jesse's hair color.
I know Jade is. I always thought Jasper was as well.
instead of like opposite hair colors from Jesse and James, then.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're gonna stab with the garlic steak.
soon as like
Yes.
they appeared, that's all I could think of as well. I was expecting like a little like I don't know if a cat or
Prepare
monster.
for trouble. Is
Yeah.
an undead cat? As a
They are not a Team Rocket reference. Any connection is entirely a coincidence. I just thought only 2 of the children for now would be enough.
Fair.
So I went with 2. But Ragu and Soba, go ahead and make me an attack. Go ahead and I'm not going to bother about rolling initiative. They're just going to let you attack them.
Yep, they are
Okay.
vampire spawn.
Yeah.
Please get the hit with the stake. That would be so fun.
I mean, yeah. Would going with the stake replace one of the claw attacks, or all the claw attacks in the Chin Gaze, or what?
You can replace all of them.
It's a weapon.
yeah.
Basically.
All right.
Effectively, they just have multi-attack.
D20 plus 6.
Plus 6. Yeah.
For 22 to
23
hit.
and 22.
Oh damn, 22 actually hits.
For,
And a 23 is the other one.
Multiple there. I don't know.
yeah.
You spawned 2 of them when you were redoing the names.
There was 2 lavenders.
Yeah.
Or there was somebody behind lavender.
Yeah, they're not there anymore. Weird. Okay.
No,
don't
they
worry.
are. They are there for us.
They are. Yeah, you clicked it and moved it.
Oh, it's not there for me.
Yeah, it looks like you put it
right there. Right there is a
about
second
2
one.
square back.
Yeah, I cannot see that lavender that's there for some reason.
It's
Yeah,
not
there's
maybe
one there
underneath your
And
map.
one there.
Well, your map should be the same as my map of there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the GM should have more on their map than us in theory, not
Yes.
It's okay. It's long.
It's
She's
fine.
standing there, and I just need her to track hit points.
She's got
actually
mirror
going to have
image,
to cast
but-
shield.
Okay.
I'm not expecting to
second
need to
attack?
use her yet.
16. Gonna miss.
Yes, that misses naturally without the shield.
Second attack. Come on, Ragu.
Ragu, it's your turn.
Second attack with the stake. Come on.
For note, while I don't think you've technically tried, you
19,
can try
27.
doing your gaze,
Oh yeah, do
25.
Chilling Gaze.
6.
but they seem to be immune to your gazes.
Okay.
They are vampire spawn.
What was Ragu's one?
25.
25.
Might get him around shield as well, actually.
Oh shit! I think that exactly beats shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garlic stake to the heart.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me an attack, or make me just a D4 plus damage. I'll make them a con save to, I guess, save against garlic poison. I don't know.
What's the damage?
like, technically, garlic doesn't exist as a thing in D&D.
Yeah, it's
a
it's a
D4 plus your strength, which I believe was a plus
So
5
ma-
strength.
it's plus 4 strength.
Plus 4, so...
8.
How did you roll like 5 D4s?
He's clicked it.
Oh,
didn't
oh
pop up.
shit.
It is 5
Uh,
damage,
just-
5 piercing from the garlic stake, and whatever the con save you want for
Oh.
vampires with garlic.
Plus 5. Oh, it's a con save.
Yeah.
I'm
I guess-
assuming your con save beats that.
I'm just gonna do like, well, we'll see how high they roll, but I'm probably thinking like a 13 con, since it is like garlic would just poison them.
It is essentially a tailored poison against vampires. It doesn't work
Oh.
as poison or anything else.
Yeah. Now concentrated garlic, you know, that has a higher DC, but regular garlic. But Jasper will save for the garlic poison condition on that one.
They'll feel it though.
Yep. They are slightly less confident. You seem to have specialized weapons for them already.
It's like, what the fuck? This is your first time encountering it. You have poisoned against specifically you weapons. It's like,
Ragu, go ahead and make me another attack.
Can't believe we rolled 3 nat 1s there.
You was 3 nat ones on a D4. You also rolled like a 17 and a 19 to hit.
Then 6 to the
No.
15.
15 does not hit. As it is now their turn, and Jasper, feeling
Roll.
incredibly enraged by this,
He's going to proceed to kill him.
Why?
is
Don't
going
stab him.
to... First things first, since you did not poison them, which I was even willing to take off their regeneration for, is going to regenerate.
Vampire spawn are pretty nasty. Honestly, Zombie could probably take both of them single-handedly if you were fighting them, but...
As he
But
fully
you're in a
heals up,
box.
as he fully heals up from the wound you gave him, he reaches out with his claw and clutches at your neck, digging into it. Does that apply to attacks? I don't think it applies to attacks. They actually have slightly lower attacks. I'll give him that. Yeah. A 21 to hit.
Yep.
That'll do it.
Yeah, vampire spawn are more durable, I think, is like their main bit.
As they deal 14, this would be purely necrotic damage. And you are grappled as they claw your neck, digging in, and they seem to have these mechanical pincers, effectively, or like claws on their fingers. Basically, they're wielding claw weapons.
Oh, they don't just have claws; they have claw weapons. Ooh.
Yeah, or they've got like little sharp metal pieces over their claws
Yeah.
that is seeping with necrotic energy.
They're junior kids, of course they're extra and have those
To be honest, yeah,
fancy
they've got
nails.
They've got weapons.
He comes in with just clutches with a second attack for a 13 to hit. Or an 18 to hit, sorry. Let me throw in my own numbers there.
Gonna say the 13 hits, but the 18
And
definitely hits.
deals 12 12 necrotic, bring you down to 1 hit point.
1 HP.
You're alive.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Did the Black Arcanite tools cut through that at all?
Technically, yes. They can pass through it. They don't so much cut through it. So if you have a large enough, and I have had somebody do this with like a Black Arcanite sword, that you can hold it over your head as you like push through it.
Use it as an icebreaker.
So your tools would allow you to get like a small area, not enough for a person to pass through, but enough to cast a spell through if you would like,
You don't have
or
sunlight.
to shoot through.
You don't happen to have sunlight built into your magic set somewhere, do you?
I'll finish up Jaster's turn in a second, but I'm going to do Lavender's turn.
Unfortunately, I don't have sunlight.
Oh, the Yeti
Lavender-
disappeared.
Yeah.
Why'd the
We're
Yeti
good.
disappear?
I don't know. You moved the Yeti to a
He
different
just-
plane.
I'll figure that out later. Fucking roll
Yeah.
20 is being weird. I'll finish that up in a second. Soba, Lavender is going to move closer towards you and is going to begin casting a spell that I need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw against.
Wisdom
Nice.
save for a Yeti. Do they have proficiency?
+2. No safe proficiencies. Unfortunately.
What's that, Zormir?
Can I see the thing that
Ooh.
the trigger thing
Data
device or
yeah.
What the
was
triggering
that
thing is?
22?
yeah, the thing that set off the
What
box.
caused the force wall? Can Zormir see that?
Maybe
You know,
now
like,
that you know
if
what
it was
to
a
look
glyph of
for.
warning, could Zormir see that glyph? Or whatever triggered it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me another give me a perception or investigation check, your choice.
I'll go with an investigation because it's slightly higher than my perception.
I give the help action.
You want to be
Do so.
helpful, but you don't. Yeah, you got this.
Lavender is going to silvery barb Soba. I need you to re-roll your wisdom save.
Okay.
This does use up her reaction.
That's bad.
Oof.
Beautiful. As you
Soba can
suddenly
have
found
my-
yourself held.
Hold. Wait. Is it hold person?
Old monster.
Old monster.
I was gonna say it would have to be old
I'm
monster.
about to say, like, they have hold monster. That's scary.
Would he be able to do the help action?
Look, help you look for something.
Yeah, he's able to. They're able to look for anything strange.
They don't know what they're looking for, but they can see things. It's
They
like,
can at
"That's
least help
weird."
you point out. If you roll really low, we'll excuse it as them not helping that much. But go ahead and roll advantage for Zormer for your perception check. While that's happening, Jasper is going to pool. Shit, who was it?
Sober?
Hey, Ragu.
Yeah,
Ragu
we're good.
disappeared.
A Ragu who's
We get to-
disappeared off the map, yeah.
Jasper is going to pull you forward and just like in your ear while your neck is bleeding, whisper, "You know, I was wondering if I should bite you with my final attack. But then you reek so heavily of garlic that I might just let you live one more round." And he's going to chuck you back onto the ground.
Ouch.
That might
Um,
actually kill me.
It's
Maybe,
fine,
who
you've
knows?
already blinked out of existence. So
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Sorry, as you glance around, you notice just outside the wall of force are 4 little artificially items that were embedded in the wall, almost like a trip or like a tripwire. They seem to be sensor pads that trigger the wall of force once people pass through the first set, and then we're on a timer before they pass through the second.
This is why she wanted you to go faster.
Yeah, but if we went faster, we would have crashed into the wall.
I mean, Phaser just wanted to get out the previous thing. She wasn't like aware the vampire
Depends
would
how
catch
good you
her.
drive. Especially
but-
in this condition.
With Doba now incapacitated from Held Monster, Lavender is going to walk up to the wall for
It's
Zormir.
not Lavender, it's somebody else.
That's the
Oh,
other lavender.
it's
That's the other
representing
Lavender.
lavender.
Because I need to reset my whole roll 20 after this, but we're at
Something
the
is
end of the session
broken.
anyway. And I finally got to the fucking next junior plot point. So we're gonna finish up here. But as Lavender leans towards the wall and stares Zormir down in the eyes. Do you care for these creatures? You're different from them. Although I can't dismiss the fact that you might just be,
Shaved.
I don't know, bald?
Short metal yeti.
You seem to be
well,
their
Keisha.
leader, though. This one's almost dead, kind of thinking over to Ragu. And this one will die in seconds, unable to prevent being critted constantly by every attack. So let
You
me
know the
ask
fourth
you.
wall.
Let me ask you, leader of this little, whatever the hell this is this abomination, this traitor to the kingdom, this deceiver and liar and, well, a whole bunch of other things, but that's irrelevant. I'm not here to list her crimes. Is she worth more to you than the lives of your countrymen?
They're
have-
honestly.
No sense of loyalty to your fellow citizens of whatever the hell culture you come from?
Honestly, I met these people yesterday.
It's like,
Yesterday,
culture is
30.
not an issue.
Yeah, yesterday, 115 years ago.
Do you really want to make yourselves criminals by abetting a criminal?
You want to make us as criminals? I am the mortal enemy of your leader.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Pretty sure
flat.
I'm already.
I mean,
pretty sure I'm already a criminal.
just introduce yourself. They might know you by name.
They might actually. They might literally. Junior might have gone. If you see this person or this person. Wait a minute, Alvina. Junior's scared of Alvina. Is Junior? It's like Alvina's a demon in their culture.
He's obviously not described Zormir's appearance.
The faceplate shifts back.
They're gonna make him much more intimidating. Come on.
The faceplate shifts back, and he starts laughing. You think she is Junior's worst enemy? I'll tell you my name and see if you actually know who his true enemy is. I am Dr. Zormir Oscar, and I will kill your king.
Dr.
She's like-
Zormir?
They don't know who
Ever
that
heard
is.
of you?
Yep.
Stabbing through the dart with the thing. Wait, I'm gonna cast a spell on the other side at one of the things.
They said you could shoot through. Put a charge of the freaking plasma rifle into it with on
Yeah.
radiant setting.
I'm gonna batter.
That'll do some work if it hits. Come on.
Oh, it's going to be concentrated
I
as
was
well.
tempted to do that,
Fun.
but I also want to get out there and fight them. Or
Yeah,
if they're-
Joromir's hoping that the devices are keeping the walls active. So wants to try and shoot one, see if it falters one of the walls.
Because yes, as much fun as it'd be to stab right through her right now, I don't want to waste her because they just then kill them and not bother letting us out ever. So I'm thinking
It does have a duration of 10 minutes. That's
They
the
will
weakness of
definitely
wall,
be
of
dead.
course.
Those two will definitely be dead by 10 minutes.
But yeah, they will definitely be dead. As you fire at it, you automatically hit it, no problem there, and blow it up. However, unfortunately to you, while those were the trigger for the spell, they do not persist the spell. This is not a generation thing. This is just they've cast the spell and that's it. They're done. But this does obviously cause Lavender to jump the fuck back and suddenly get way more defensive.
Attack of
As she starts moving over to Soba.
Through a wall of force. That's ballsy. That's
Well, my hand was technically out there, so.
Yes, but you also know that if you don't quickly get your hand back in, it is gonna come off.
Fair enough.
I was more going for
you've
that
only
she
lost
was
one.
in melee range.
Yeah, he'd just lose your other arm. It'll be fine, so.
You just need to reattach.
Lavender is going to jump back behind Soba and effectively like
You-
put her claws to their neck.
Coward.
It's a shame that it's not also. I think also would be like.
Oh,
"Kill it!"
Jesus! Ah!
Jesus.
Golly.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. See?
All right,
What was the
man.
point?
All right.
So it's I'm absent-mindedly brushing my hand against wires.
Stop it. Don't touch
Just
the wires.
empowering mushrooms in a different scene.
Yeah.
Well then, Doctor. It seems you've made your choice that you would rather protect the life of a criminal than that of your fellow whatever the hell you guys are.
Are they going to make vampire yetis?
No, they're just gonna kill you. You're not worth trying to yet.
I also don't think they can. Thankfully.
Any final words to whatever this one's name is before I finish them? Since you have forfeited their life?
Orzo's gonna be going, lucky bastard. It's to die for our god.
Yep, proper martyr.
Oh, don't you
The
worry.
first
You'll be
time.
following them very,
Yeah.
very soon. I'm just dead eye staring them and just like I'm waiting for this to go down. If get in for a fight, I'm itching. I'm pissed off because I can't do anything. I'm not gonna hand over someone I know is against Junior.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you've suddenly become very important to me because you don't like Junior.
Let's see. 2d20s to hit. With their +7 that hits, that it would be a crit. So 8d4.
Coup de grace.
+4, 19 damage to Soba.
Is Soba still
Fairly
alive?
fine, actually. Yeah, they were full
that,
health.
yeah, that's the first damage
Ah,
Shoka's taken.
2d20. Ooh, I bet 7 plus 7, it still beats the
Still
12.
hits,
Such
yeah.
a low. 8d4 plus 4, go for a 20.
Four.
No, with 32 hit points. And they do have a bite attack, and Lavender is just going to make a point of critting the bite.
Rip and tear.
As Lavender leaves Soba to bleed to death on the floor.
Missing his throat, probably.
And
Well,
yes,
waste of
Jasper
blood.
is going to go and finish off Ragu, but Ragu does have a turn before Jasper can finish them off. So what would Ragu like to do?
Wait, is this water?
It is not, it's a wall.
Damn. Is he thinking vampires and water don't mix? You just throw
Because
him in the
I
lake.
don't know where Ragu's gone, so.
claw
I think
attack.
Ragu is just missing in existence.
Let's add 6 onto that, so 21, 22.
22.
I think that misses.
They would have to cast shield, but Jasper does have shield, so he's going to cast it, bringing his AC up above that. Because Jasper still has his reaction. He hasn't used his one yet.
Son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, these are powerful creatures, guys.
Yeah.
The
base vampire squad's like
I
level
was more
5,
saying that for the fact that he
and
cast
these are
shield.
definitely buffed up. These are a buffed up version of him.
and these are clearly like the noble children of the king of an artificery kingdom.
Yeah.
Who are also set out with like the important task of hunting down a traitor to the kingdom. Go ahead and make me your second attack.
I want to meet them as Alvina.
Oh,
I can
fuck
show
me.
them their dad's tooth.
13.
And let's see if I can find a Ragu mini. Here we go. Let's put you back on the map so I can kill you.
Just so you can.
Just so you can see his corpse.
To be fair, the children are particularly cruel, so they are going to kill you in a way where they're not going to finish you off. They're going to leave you unstable to make it so that Zormir has to watch you bleed out to death.
Death saves?
So we are going to do death saves.
Yeah.
As they leave you bleeding, they are just going to turn their backs and they are going to leave.
And if they're leaving before they can, I'm going to use that Black Arcanite tool to cast out Spare the Dying on both of them.
Are you going to wait until they're actually left while they're still alive? Or?
Whilst they're still alive, but when their backs are turned.
Isn't Spare the Dying touch?
Yes,
it's
that's
touch.
it's not touch if you're the death cleric. That increases the range.
Zormir, are you a death cleric?
Nope.
Shame you don't have a find familiar.
Yeah.
I almost had a way to save you too. Was so close.
So close. So as Lavender and Jasper are just fucking they just want to like taunt you. As they leave them dying, Jasper looks over to you. Well, I hope this was worth it.
Oh,
We'll be back.
Made my hit list.
Yeah, sure, buddy. We're really terrified of that.
They don't know who you are.
I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for them to say that to their dad.
I would be so happy, by the way, if they don't know who you are, but they know who Alvina is. I would be so happy.
Well, we'll leave you with the traitor. We've got all the time in the world, literally, and why spoil the fun so quickly? After all, Jasper, didn't we see a very lovely village filled with these creatures a little while back?
Yes.
Might be time to go pay them a little visit before our noble hero here can have fun in the wall. You've got another 9.5 minutes.
Do a Dragon Ball Z abridged Vegeta quote. Gonna go pay them, what is it? A visit? A killing, yes.
Oh god.
But Ragu and Soba, make me your first death saving throw.
Please immediately nat 20. Both of you. It'll be so funny.
So is it just
a D20? Yeah.
Flat D20.
Flat D20s.
Bill 14.
Passed. And the second one for sub.
Oh,
Yeah!
close.
Nearly nat 20. Nearly nat 20.
Oh.
But we're just doing one or two, did you say? Sorry.
Keep making them until you succeed. I was just doing the first round to see if anybody nat ones. Second one.
Fail.
Oh, Ragu's starting to die. Alright, next round.
Oh, one fail.
Ooh.
Fail.
Oh, one fail.
16.
Alright, two successes.
Two successes and a failure for both.
Fuzzy is out and actively punching the wall, trying to get through.
Oh, two fails.
Udon's
Two
trying to
fails.
dig under the wall.
14.
Wherever this last roll is.
You're up.
If it's a fail,
I think
Soba dies.
Ragu's. Well, come on, Soba.
Oh, stable.
Was that 3 successes for Soba now?
Yep.
3 successes on both.
Yep.
Nice.
Both stabilized.
Alright, you are both at 1 hit point. But you are stable, but keep a mind of this because you are if you want to try and get back to town in time to maybe prevent the entire village getting slaughtered. Oh, they'd also mention let's go gather our siblings and pay the town a visit.
I was about to go because there's otherwise zombie. I'm fairly confident zombie might kill both of them on his own. A lot more of them. Yeah.
Because there are more of them, and if you press Razor for information, she tells you they travel in packs of 13.
That makes sense.
13.
Unlucky for some.
There are
Because Junior
13,
is extra.
13 children of Junior out there somewhere, about to descend upon the Yeti village.
13.
All because you would not hand over a Drider.
It's fine. This rider is now a party member. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's 13.
Alvina doesn't know yet. So
13.
I'm actually very curious as to what, because sometimes elves have like beef with driders. I'm curious if there's any interaction in Alterra.
Well, there's 13 very dead.
They're already dead.
no. Well, undead.
They're already dead.
But yes, we're
Very
gonna end there because we're way over time with Zormir having confronted the children of his enemy,
Oof.
having effectively failed the first encounter because your allies nearly died there, or succeeded on a moral high ground, depending on how you want to view it.
We'll go with.
You know,
moral
those two would
victory.
I'm
full
just gonna-
threat.
Yeah.
Can we do the very brief get us out of the hole roll?
What? Yeah, give me an acrobatics check to see how well you managed to pass through everything.
Okay. Acrobatic.
Also,
Leave them in the hole.
What is happening?
Oh,
Did
damn.
the Yetis understand what the vampires were offering?
What
Very
they were
powerful humans.
offering, or
They
As
can't be
in-
common.
Yeah, exactly. Did we know it was hand over this Drider or we will kill your family?
they were speaking entirely in common, so no.
I think.
Okay,
it was a case
in
of
that
just-
case, illusion of Zorma being a god.
It's kept.
But yeah, with a natural fucking 20 and a 27, you are like Pink Panthering your way through this cavern. There's like a moment where you think like, whoa, they might be about to fall on top of one of them. Nope, easily just like you skip through it. You tie up the two, you're able to get back to the beginning, and then once you're like out of range of the mushrooms, you just start yanking. I'm not even gonna question if you have the strength for this. I think you automatically succeed.
I have 21 doubled currently. So
Yeah. In my mind, it's Alvina's been watching Fuck You moving around, and she's gone semi-liquid.
However, since there's no way you can technically orient, like you can only pull them in a straight direction,
Yeah.
I'm going to need Fuku and the point to make me fate checks to see if you accidentally hit your heads on the way up.
Yeah, it's like she is like they'll live probably, and we can heal them up when they get up here. They'll be untidy as hell. They'll live. You're getting concussion.
Don't take the corners too tight.
Luckily, the healer's at the top of the hole.
So
Yeah.
fuck you hits his head 5 times.
Point at 17.
I'll let you guys decide how you want to interpret those numbers. But yes, there you go. With that, that's where we're going to end for today. Temporal Shenanigans, Part 4, introduction of the Cole Fettersons, I don't know. The sons and daughters of Cole.
Cold daughter.
For those who
Cole
may
Fred
or may
son.
not have forgotten, Junior's actual name is Cole.
Of course it is.
And he now rules over the kingdom of Stradson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Alvina, it's that vampire run again.
Yes, thank you all for watching. Thanks for playing. Hope you had fun. I'll tune in next week for more Yeti Shenanigans.
Still
And
got the
more
full
investigation.
Yeti
They're
group.
still alive.
Yeah,
Yep.
the pasta boys are still here.
Wait, do you do this? There you go.
So, yep. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheerio, bye.
Bye.
Oi.